good evening, and we're back again, like Renegade. I don't fucking know. Oh, done it already. Yeah, we're back for another. Yeah, I know. I tell you not to swear, and then I just go and break my own rules because I'm a muppet. So, anywho, yeah, these reprobates are back to play some Dungeons and Dragons, and for some bizarre reason, the Council of Waterdeep has entrusted them with the
anything.
The world.
Yeah, they've trusted them with anything for one. But the fate of the world, that's what I was looking for.
Too fucking right.
And that's kind of where we left it last week. So it's over to you guys as to what you guys want to do. We picked up with the council having deputised you and the meeting drawing to a close, and then you had a little bit of a conflab about what you wanted to do. So we'll pick it up in your in the dining hall of the council building, where you're having a meal and discussing your plans.
Just the way you said council building there, it just makes me think of like a local council building, and we're just at a really shit canteen sliding our trays along the metal frames.
Yeah, pretty is it pretty much is that. Yeah,
tuna, please.
Yeah.
I think we were having to go back to the shop for something.
Yes, I need. Well, I currently have no ranged weapon as a ranger.
Oh yeah. You've handed over your family's heirloom bow.
I know I took a fucking risk. Man.
He's hooked on fantasy eBay.
It's worth something to me. It's technically worthless to other people.
Yeah.
It's not worth less. It's worthless.
Yeah. Both inflections were.
Why don't we? Because I think we kind of just did. We settle on heading into the ice sort of path.
Literally,
fucking not have.
We're going
we changed our minds. We're going to ice, mate. Go on. You write your story.
I fucking knew.
Well, and that's everything for tonight, folks. Cheerio. See you next time.
See you in 2 weeks for riveting conversation number 2.
Yeah.
Well, 2 weeks ago, I've got a very short-term memory.
You specifically were adamantly against going into the ice.
Yes, I was pretty adamant against going to ice, and then you kind of just went, it's not like I'm going to throw you out there and you're all going to freeze like a fucking Scot fucking expedition, you know?
Because I'll be fine. I've got my Yeti clothing.
And we will all hug you profusely throughout the whole trip.
Hide under your cloak.
I need an adult.
But yeah, your two options are heading into the ice floes, to search down
Wizard, sorcerer woman.
Yep, wizard sorcerer woman that I've forgotten the name of. Something the red.
Macath the Crimson.
Yes, that's it, Macath the Crimson. Or hunting down Varam the Worm Seeker. Yes.
Seeker or speaker?
Speaker. Sorry,
Yeah,
did I say Worm Seeker? No, Worm Speaker. And you were. Well, you'd said you were going to go down that route.
Oh yeah, we remember we were going to do a thing with the Watsuits. Remember?
Some crisps.
We had a problem to sort it before we left. You know, like sort of like with a hammer and.
Oh yeah.
Sort of like birthing shapes.
Oh yeah.
I'm so confused why we're getting rid of them. I say we can tame them. We'll be fine.
Yeah, and you've got something to do with those dragon eggs that now that you've just basically not told the council that they're still there, and
yeah, have we not very much decided that we want to like make a massive omelette or something? Was that not?
Yeah, find a container.
We'll have a hearty breakfast before we leave.
Caldron, yes, planning smashing his in some sort of receptacle that will hold it all and kind of hopefully seal it, and then just put it in the bag of holding.
Oh, well, we're not going to put it in the bag of holding and just like suffocate them.
Do eggs suffocate?
Oh yeah, we're just gonna put the
Yeah, that's what we're going to
I
do.
suppose they'd hatch eventually, then die in the bag.
Yeah.
I think Caldron's still gonna break his because on the off chance like someone captures us and takes the fucking bag. If they torture us and find out the eggs in there, they'll just pull out a intact egg. It's like no, I'll smash it and put it in.
You've seen they reach in, like, oh, what? Then pull out a stump. It's alive. Shit.
Not dead yet.
Plus, if you've
Is-
got it in a container and it's like destroyed, then we can take it to the council. Like, well, we found the eggs. Here they are. We nuked them.
Suddenly we found them.
Look
Yeah,
what we found.
Totally did not have them the entire time.
I'm confused. So did any of us remember that there were chromatic eggs and therefore automatically evil? Or did we just remember there were eggs and there were dragons in them?
Well, we knew there were black
The
dragons.
very much the latter, because I never heard the phrase chromatic eggs until last week,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or the week before.
I was assuming we could tame them the whole time.
No,
I
you
didn't know.
you know that it's a cult that's worshipping chromatic dragons. And
Do we?
And
The four
Yeah,
of
I mean-
us.
the dragon cult of Tiamat. And you know there were black dragon kin there, and you saw them being, I don't know, assisted by at least one blue dragon. I mean,
You say all that like that means anything to me, but I've never played D&D before we started this game.
Yeah, at the
So I
time we
know
got the
nothing
eggs,
about these
I was
dragons.
unaware that the dragons were all naturally evil and.
Yeah.
I
Until
know,
you mentioned that last time, I was like, they're just automatically evil. I'm so confused.
Yeah, I think our experience with dragons is very much like World of Warcraft. One of them bad, the rest of them good.
And the chromatic ones were the good ones.
no.
My character comes from a sheltered upbringing. He doesn't know anything about dragons.
And
He knows the stories of them, but not like colors, because there's no colored books. You know, it's all black and white.
you know, the elves not have like color vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got colour vision, but they haven't got colour printing.
Yeah.
No inkjets in the fucking elven forest.
No.
Yeah, I mean, their illusory television serial dramas are really quite good, and they're in full colour, but their magazines are fucking terrible.
They're dreadful.
Black and white Playboy.
The porn's horrible.
No, I wouldn't say that.
So perfect timed. It's warm enough for ice pops again.
So,
Stop it, Andrew. It's
So-
terrible.
anywho,
Yes.
you're sitting in the council chambers discussing the destruction of 3 dragon eggs at the council, the dining room,
What we're
discussing the
talking-
destruction.
We're talking about it in code.
Yeah. Omelets and the like.
It's a like. I did use the term birthing ships.
We're mostly just confusing passerbys, listeners in.
We're basically just biding time until we can leave and then actually, go somewhere private and discuss what we're fucking doing.
Well, I mean, you can go somewhere private whenever you want to. You're just currently sitting having a meal. I was
Yeah, we're
giving you
having
guys
breakfast.
I was giving you guys the opportunity to, tell me what the fuck you're doing, or want to do.
Well, I need to head back to town, regardless.
Yeah.
I'll head into town as
And,
well. Give Dawson some much needed friendship.
I would like to see a Lord's Alliance man about a new badge that I was promised. I don't see any like deputy badges. This is bullshit.
They gave you
Jonah
them.
as the sheriff.
Did they not issue them there and then, like the new
No.
writs and the badges? I'm sure I said yes. They.
I think we asked for engravings.
No, it ended like fairly fast because we were
Yeah.
basically just at the very end, like, right, quickly make your decision so I can plan for next week, and then we'll cover it up for.
And then we had the ceremony and
There's not oh, Jesus Christ.
a deputizing.
No, you were deputised there and then.
I want it to look like the final scenes of A New Hope,
It doesn't look like the
Loki
final
does
scenes
get
of a
it.
New
where
Hope.
thousands of men and women dedicated to the cause watch as we are presented with our new medals that are wrapped around our neck, and then some guy in gold and some guy in white shuffle on at the side at the end of the ceremony.
You do realise that's what happens when you actually save the world / universe.
I mean,
Not just as you're getting drafted into doing so.
I just think this is a bit like below us then.
I mean,
really, isn't it?
normally when you get drafted into these sorts of things, what happens is you get a haircut like you've currently got, a uniform, and then sent off to die.
But to be fair, Luke didn't save the galaxy then, did he? He only saved a world.
We did a
Again.
fucking... Which one?
And A New Hope.
Endor?
When he
A
got his
New
medals.
Hope. I mean, what world did he save? It wasn't fucking Alderaan, was it?
That was Yavin. Yavin 4.
Good old Yavin.
They're
old
all
guy.
based on Yavin 4, man.
But that was the precursor to saving the whole galaxy. It was, I mean, it kind of
Oh,
did for a little bit.
is this not the precursor to...
Well,
Saving this portion of the world.
Exactly.
let's establish what happened at the council meeting where you failed to save that magical castle that flew through the sky and you didn't kill any of the
not our
bad
fault.
guys.
Nobody told us to save the castle.
So why
That's
would
not-
you get a medal, though? You
We
didn't.
Because
destroyed
we're
the castle,
just
like the Death
really
Star.
good at other things.
How do they know
we
we
denied a
didn't
flying
try and
castle.
save? Yeah.
We denied a flying castle to the cult.
Yeah.
Personally, I think because we're in a council building, we need to go like sign some forms at some table somewhere, and we'll just slide the badges across. Be a kiosk window.
How does the Robbie Burns look?
Doesn't work as well in the UK with like how's a Benjamin or whatever the fuck number they have in America.
Because it's got Benjamin Franklin on it. That's why they call it Benjamin.
I know, but I don't know which one it is.
That's why they got the Robbie Burns, because like they're a fiver.
It's just an English council place. You're like, what the fuck is
Here's a,
this?
here's
Monopoly
a
money?
Florence Nightingale.
That's legal tender there, Paul. Anyway. Oh,
We have lost the camera. So
so yeah,
we get
I'm gonna head into town, pick up my bow from the Manny, and yeah, leave these two idiots to faff around in the place and find out what they
Right,
can.
So you're off to
Thank
see Moritz. Rurik, who has disappeared, is off to see Moritz.
Yeah.
I think he was looking for a shield for me, but I highly doubt he'll have one.
No, I'm just giving him company, that's all.
Okay. I thought he'd actually totally disappeared. He just turned his camera off. Okay.
So we don't need to see his face anymore. Nice.
Yeah.
Was there supplies mentioned for our trip down south? I think you said something like they were going to give us shit, horses and crap.
Yep. I mean, if you're wanting to arrange the trip, then yes, we can get to that.
I just trying to remember like all the crap right at the end because there was quite a lot right at the very end of the last session.
Yeah, I don't have much.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it was basically a case of, him asking you where your time would be spent and what you were wanting to do. So I'm now giving you time to figure out what you want to do and go off and require some stuff and then come back to the council and then start the planning. As opposed to me telling you what to do. I mean, I can tell you. Right. I mean, because I can.
I was gonna like leave the intelligent people to sort that shit out. Yeah, I'll take the dwarf with me because he's not very intelligent and I'm not very intelligent. I know that already. So
What did you just say about me?
I know you're not intelligent because I'm not intelligent. I see a kindred spirit in that.
Light stare.
You wee fucker.
Doing smaller words for you. Is that better?
Come, we go. Get Chinese. Follow me, little man.
So, off
Guess
to
me and Calvin
Moritz.
go take care of eggs. I have a hammer.
And he has the eggs. So, omelette time. Right. So, in which case, I will start with start with Moritz because it's easy to do. You turn up at his shop. You make your way to the store, having managed to arrange for transport from the I'm going to say council building again because I've completely forgotten what the actual building's called.
It's fine.
We did too.
And you get taken to Moritz's store, which I have also forgotten the name of.
It's
Moritz's Emporium of Thaumaturgic something or other.
yeah, that's the one. Right, here he is. He's on the screen. Van Welsum's Thaumaturgical Emporium. Yeah.
Yes.
Thaumaturgical. Yeah, that's a fucking word and a half, isn't it?
Oh, look, he's got a Wonder now. How nice. Oh no, it's the spider staff. That's what we sold her.
Oh. As you enter, he's like, "Oh, I was expecting you yesterday, but it's a good job I didn't sell your bow."
Cheeky
People
bastard!
collect, I assume.
Of course I am. Paid you good money for that.
So, he hands over your bow, and you now have a +1 longbow.
Fantastic.
So what, you're +10 to hit then?
Just to get a couple of tests.
Yep, it's.
Show
I mean,
some random passersby.
it still feels exactly the same.
Yeah. Well, I was just checking whether he's fucking like done something to it, you know. It's all customized and nonsense, you know.
Yeah, he's just ever so slightly just taking a razor blade, just a little cut just on one of the bits of thread, and it's gonna just at the wrong time snap.
Ah. Oh, thank you very much, Mr. Van Moritz. If ever need anything else, we'll soon darken your doorway again.
You know where I am?
Like, yes, we do.
Do you need him for anything, Rurik, or are you all good?
Yeah, like I said, I'm literally here to keep you company.
Fair enough. And out we go.
Cool.
Still twanging.
Okay. In which case, back to Caldron and Torlin. I'm assuming you're heading to your room to recover the eggs.
Yeah. How shall we do this? Smash it and drop it in the privy?
No.
Keith, you're
Keith,
silent.
you've muted yourself this time.
Empty some water skins. Put the egg, destroy the eggs or put the eggs in it, and then just crush them. Close the water skins and then just throw it in the bag of holding.
How big are these eggs?
I mean, they're about.
Well, the fitting box is that big, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they're about
Okay.
yay big. They're
Like a really big Easter egg.
yeah.
The water skins can apparently hold something like 4 liters of water or something, or 4 pints of water.
So like a 4-liter ball.
So they should.
2 then.
2 of them.
Yeah, it'd be about big enough. You'd probably fit them in there. And where are you doing this? I mean, in your room? Or are you going somewhere else? Are you going down the
Well, in
harbour
the
or
rooms,
something?
I'm just doing it in the middle of the council room, like right in the middle
Yeah, just
of everyone.
in the canteen.
The maids here see the 2 guys go in, and then a lot of shuffling. Oh!
Splorching sounds. Like, that's it, done. Good job.
Oh, my sack!
Fucking hammer it.
Okay, so where are you
Fucking
going with them?
hell.
Or
What was that?
so where are you going with them?
Just back to the room. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
going in the rooms
So-
to get
so
them, and
you're-
then just literally doing it there, like pouring out the water wherever we can.
You're literally going to just smash them up in the rooms.
Yeah. Stick in a water skin and cracky, smashy. Chuck it in the bag of holding. No
Okay.
evidence.
Cool.
Dump it overboard some point in the middle of the trap. And the
Is this, did we just hear the roll for initiative?
I get the feeling we're going to come back to some fun.
Yeah.
Fucking castle's on fire.
So,
Shit.
cool.
You guys do you.
Castle explodes. Shit.
Monsters.
What I will say is, out of character, would Dragon Sorcerer Man know whether this is a good idea or not?
His
I mean-
grandfather's dragon. He's not.
No. He wouldn't have a clue. He's aware that he's got draconic blood flowing through him, but he doesn't know that much about dragons.
I mean, clearly the four of us didn't know these are bad guys, despite stealing
Yeah.
them from bad guys.
To be fair, I just want a dragon mount
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
because I saw it in a
So-
picture once and I thought it was cool.
So are you doing?
And there's no colors, of course, so you can't tell really.
Exactly, yeah.
So are you doing
I-
each one individually or all at the same time?
Well, it's going to be individually. It's not
Only
like we've
your
got a hammer
voice.
big enough to hit all three at once.
No, I know, but I mean, are you gonna like you're just gonna put them both on all three of them on the ground, and then both of you going at it, smash, or are you just
No.
gonna go put
No,
one on
he's
the
gonna get
ground
a
and go
small
smash,
blast.
smash? I mean, I
So
just
get
want
a
to know
small
that.
blast and like crack it on the edge and just open it up.
Yeah, we're not going to like jump, like get on the bed and jump off and go "Ah!" and smash it so fucking things go everywhere. We're going to break it enough so the egg breaks, not so we fucking destroy the place.
Okay,
Because we want to keep the water skins intact, so
cool. Roll
we don't
for
want to hit so hard
initiative.
everything just goes.
Shit.
So cool. Roll for initiative.
Oh, what?
You remember how to do that?
I don't even have a map. I'm not going to do one. But yeah, as you start cracking into the first egg, you hear a.
Can we run away now?
You fucking deal with your problem.
Can't roll for
You
initiative.
fuckers just left us with 2 eggs or 3 eggs.
Yeah, I didn't expect you to fucking break them when we're away.
You basically
Alright.
said, like, you guys go deal with the eggs and we'll fuck off. Like, what the fuck did you expect
No.
was going to happen?
It's not what I said.
We're
I,
gonna paint
I
them on
suspect they
fucking
probably
Easter
didn't
eggs.
expect you to do it in the
I-
hotel room.
I also expected the intelligent people to deal with problems like that require intelligence.
Yeah,
They're
so
eggs, you break them. It's not complicated.
yeah,
Turns
as
out
you
it is.
start cracking into the egg, you hear the sound of scratching and the cawing of a dragon.
Like a small dragon, right?
Yeah, well, like a small dragon, and as I say, so
No. I don't know how to roll for initiative. It's been too long.
Can't at the minute, and the game's paused.
Yeah.
oh yeah. Sorry, yep. So I as I say, I don't have a
Shall I
a
imagine it?
map, so I'm just gonna bring one
Shocker.
up there. Because-
Colour me surprised, Paul.
Well, I wasn't expecting to actually do this today. Find the right people. Hold on. Right.
I just realised I don't get to roll initiative. I'm not in it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get killed.
Combat.
It's like a foot big. It's tiny.
We're currently in a carriage heading towards town.
No, you're probably heading. No, yeah, but yeah, you'll probably be heading towards town at this time.
So they
You
headed straight up
haven't
and
quite
did
got
this.
there, so yeah.
We're gonna come back
So-
to fucking Inferno.
Disco Inferno.
Yeah.
Why has that not started rolling for initiative? Oh, that might have been rolling for. Oh, cool. That's one initiative. Did you? Why hasn't? Okay, it's just Caldron I'm waiting for.
You got
No,
it.
I did mine. Obviously, did it too early or something.
Yeah, I don't think I actually started the combat at that point, so. Yeah, if you roll again, it'll be fine.
No, it must have taken it because it won't let me now.
Says you got an 8.9.
Yeah. All I'm saying is, I don't think we're getting medals now, lads.
Depends how quickly we can kill this
Oh,
dragon.
okay. Yeah, no, it has done it. It was just, it had lines through it as if it hadn't actually recorded it, so. Cool. In which case, Caldron, you somehow managed to go first. There's now the sort of like you can see the beaky head of a black dragon cracking its way through the now broken egg, and it's starting to sort of spread its wings, and you can hear the shell cracking further. And
what's the floor made of?
Lava,
um,
please.
no, the floor's made of wood.
Ah, shit.
Shit. So is it still in the water skin then?
It's
'Cause that's where the egg was.
Yeah, I mean, it's not holding it particularly well. I mean, they're waterproof, they're not strong. It's kind of just sort of like you can see the seams of the water skin just kind of going... Like, you know when you start pulling cloth apart at a seam, and you can see the stitching starting to stretch? It's kind of doing that.
Right. Just need to check.
And make
Right.
perception rolls.
Perception rolls off.
Perception.
Oh, no.
Oh no, hold on, that went wrong.
Nah, what? Fucking hell, guys.
Mine was weird. I went +10 for some reason.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say your perception was a bit high there. +10 perception, fucking
What's it?
hell. 15.
Better than mine.
Yeah,
Don't fucking think
you
so.
hear the sort of faint scraping and cracking of the
Shit.
other eggs as well.
Shit.
Caldron then, has the bag of holdings right there, tries to grab the sack and throw it in the bag of holding. Straight away, just, nope, in there.
Okay, make an attack action to try and do that.
So it would just be an unarmed strike then.
Yeah.
Well, that won't work for shit. How the fuck do I do that?
It should be just the unarmed strike, isn't it?
Yeah, it's trying to get it actually to do something. Ah, there we are. Do I have advantage or disadvantage?
No, just a straight attack.
Not bad.
Okay. And now make a strength check.
Yeah, that's
Whilst I
definitely.
do the same.
This is not going to end well.
Strength on a sorcerer. No, that's not going to go well.
You never know. See if it's
Oh,
it's not a good sign. Although if you rolled a natural 20, I would have laughed my fucking tits.
Okay, so you manage to grab the bag, and that's sort of like it's that sort of point where the sort of dragon sort of it's kind of hatched and it's fighting with you, and you're trying to force this relatively small black dragon wormling into a bag of holding, but it's not fucking having any of that. Have you ever tried putting a cat in a bath? That's kind of what's happening, but this thing's got wings. And it sort of it fights you off and flies back naturally about 10 feet.
I've just realised we're actually dead.
not if you run away.
'Cause we can't cast any magic.
Yeah, you can't.
That's a problem.
Oh well. You dragons here because I'm in Caldron's now just going to run away.
Yeah. You've still got your movement, so you could if you wanted to.
Well, no, because I'm fighting with the thing, so I can't really do anything. I'll need to drop it next turn and then run away. And that's basically literally what I'm going to do.
No,
'Cause I
it's
can't fight these, so fuck it.
it's basically broken free, and has sort of scooted back quite a bit. So as I say, it's given that sort of like 10 feet gap, and its action, and it will reach out and make a bite attack at sorry, so it actually just pulls back in and then tries to bite you. And does... First, freaking... looking at the wrong character sheet. Features... Bite... That one. So it's 20 to hit. On Keith.
Caldron, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, on Caldron.
No, I have 25 armor, clearly. Clearly, I have no armor because I'm a sorcerer, so there's fuck all I can do.
Okay. And it does... So it does 7 damage. You've got to bear in mind, this thing's about the size of... It's not a dragon, it's a wormling. It's about the size of a Labrador.
I feel like I can take a Labrador.
Maybe not even a Labrador. It's like, it's very
Chihuahua?
young. Sorry?
Can it be a Chihuahua?
No, it's bigger than a Chihuahua. It's like, Labradors are quite big at times, so it's like...
Spaniel?
Yeah, it's like, it's a small dog. Small dog-sized dragon.
Fair enough.
So it is there. And that was its action, and it's Torlin.
I would like to hit it with my hammer.
Okay, roll to hit.
Let me just find where that is. It's annoying. I can't see the stats of any of my weapons. It's. I don't know. My Warhammer is better than my.
Just
Like-
click on the weapon, just don't click on the dice, and it brings
Yeah,
it
it doesn't
up.
show me the damage or anything. It just shows. Hey, you've got a Warhammer. No, I'll just look at my other thing.
Pardon me.
Yeah, I'll just attack it two-handed with my Warhammer.
Okay, roll to hit.
What?
What are you doing?
I just clicked attack.
He's
No.
cursed.
What?
Why is
He's
he
got
cursed?
minus D4.
From where?
Don't know. You've probably put Bane on him,
Can we not?
or he's
have that?
probably put Bane on himself.
Probably from ages ago. Yeah. I don't know how to undo that.
Just cast Bane on yourself again. There you go. You're no longer fucked. Now you're fucked. There you go.
No longer fucked. Okay. Attack. Normal. There we go.
Yeah, so that hits.
What does versatile mean?
It's two-handed.
That's the one.
And you've done it in two-handed, so you can hit the versatile damage.
Smoosh.
Does 7 damage, so that takes you
Vengeance!
down to and now it's back to Caldron.
Caldron grabs the bag of holding, leaves the room.
Two eggs, man. Two more
Carries on
eggs.
leaving.
Deal with them.
No, I'm just fucking leaving them. I'm going. Bye.
Caldron, not even worried about stabbing things, just leaves.
I can't stab shit. That's the issue.
At least go for help.
You can stab stuff, surely.
Yeah.
I'm shit at melee with normal stuff. Like if I had my spells, like my melee spells, then yeah, fine. Normal stuff, it's all shit. It's like I
Things with
just
hammers, not my strong
three-
suit either.
3-4 damage would be my if I actually maxed it out.
Okay, so Caldron's turn is retreating to the other room.
No, retreating from the building. I'm not just leaving the room. I'm leaving the building.
Well, you've made it out of the room, and you're in the hallway. The
Left
black
your mate
dragon
with-
then just goes
Go for
okay,
help.
turns to Torlin and tries to bite him.
Of course it
What?
does.
Left your mate with one definite dragon and 2 other potentials.
Oh, you already
Does a
said those ones are
19
hatchet.
hit?
Yeah, no, but you could have
There
picked
you
them up and dumped them in the bag.
Didn't work the first time.
Yeah, but they weren't out yet. It's too late now.
The
You're
nine-
gone.
In the back,
does a
you mean?
19 hit?
Yes, it does.
Take. Why is that still adding a D4? You're not fucking baned.
What? Of course I am.
Or are you fucking?
I'm spawn in the darkness.
Are you blessed? If it's adding a
No.
D4, because Bane only
Shouldn't
removes a
be.
D4.
Shouldn't be blessed. I haven't done any blesses on it.
Fair not. No magic allowed in here. I can't use magic. It shouldn't be able to use magic.
I don't know why it's added D4. So, take 10 points of damage.
Jesus.
Do
It's
I do
not.
that, or I don't know?
Yeah, you take the 10. Yes, you take the 10 points of damage.
Yeah. Just do that way. Yeah.
Unless it's maybe already done that. I don't think
No,
it
I'm
did.
down to 49 because I did
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Okay, and it's you.
I would like to hit it again.
Yeah, roll to hit. That hits
Swing.
and does 8 points of damage. Cool. And it's the wormling's turn. It kind of looks at you and does this. So it breathes in and does its acid
Mask
breath
up, you
at you.
little
Yep.
shit.
And does its acid breath at you. So make a
No magic?
DC. Nope, it's a natural ability. And does a DC 11 saving throw.
Of
A
what?
dex saving throw.
What? No, like that. Saving throw. Oh. Oh.
Nope. So you take So you take 22 acid damage.
Ow.
I don't know how you can explain this one, are you, lads?
We can't. That's why I left.
I'm gonna remember this if I don't die.
A very good point, because you're the only one that can revive people,
Yeah.
and your mates just
Oh.
abandoned you.
So that was its turn. So sorry, it's now you. Oh no, hold on. You had
You
gone.
skipped.
I skipped Caldron, so you ran away.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
you ran away.
So it's you again anyway.
Question: is calling into my god to heal me magic, or is it the god doing stuff for me?
If it's one of your spells, it's magic.
It's channel divinity, so it's not a spell. That's why I'm confused by it. I'm asking God to heal me. Can your magic block my god?
Yeah, channel divinity would. Sorry, it's still classed as magic. Like, it's not like those powers are those magical gifts are bestowed upon you by your gods. It's not like you've got a direct line in that instance. So the magical field that prevents casting is
Yeah, it's
is
not
in
like
place.
it's not like second wind or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is just getting over yourself, isn't it?
How do you feel
I mean,
facing death down right now, Andy?
he's getting used to it because he's the only character that ever gets injured this badly.
Yeah.
But the wormling's not looking well. It's like it's taken a beating. I mean, it's
Come on, Andrew. I know you can have him.
Mm.
Just like in Signs. You're Joaquin Phoenix. Swing away. Dropping a
Okay,
really
go for it.
bad movie reference there for you.
That hits. Roll your damage.
Please die, please die, please die, please die.
Does
Yeah, probably wasn't
6. It's not dead, but it's sort of trying to back off. But I mean, it's not a very big room, and there's not really anywhere for it to go because
There's an open door. It could fucking run out
I was
of.
going to say because Caldron's a cunt and closed the door behind him.
Did he? Didn't even call for help. Just fucking left me to die.
So,
I'd not been a
it's
sensible dwarf, you'd run away.
Well, it's
and
that or
it's
lead
the
dragons to
wormling.
attack from our fucking rooms.
I say you should do the same thing with the other eggs.
Oh yeah,
20
thanks for that.
22 to hit.
Yeah. Of course that fucking
So that
hits.
does. So that just does 7 damage.
So that.
You're fine.
And it's you
Backseat
again.
draft of James.
Fucking Caldron's just walking away at pace. Nothing to see here.
Casually as you please, pretending nothing's wrong as I leave the building.
See the other 2 eggs. Are they doing anything right now?
No, you can just hear you could just hear the scratching as if they're about to get ready to hatch,
They haven't started
but
breaking their
they're
eggs
not breaking.
yet. One last try.
Hits.
Swing. Yes.
Oh,
And it's the wormling's really badly beaten now. It's like
So
you
am
can
I.
see you can see blood pouring from all of its wounds. It's you can see it's like the flapping of its wings is lethargic. It's really struggling, and it's sort of like it tries to do. Nope. So it's like it tries to suck in to make an attack, and it's like, no, it's not working. So it like goes to bite you again.
He's dead.
21 to hit,
Yeah.
Jesus.
I've got all this armor. It never matters.
and then that does 8 damage.
Oh.
And it's back to you again.
Still the dragon's turn, says.
No,
Is he dead yet?
okay.
No, but
Sorry.
I'm not yet.
No, I was asking about you.
Yeah, I know.
No, he's still
That's what I
alive.
said. Can I back up to like the door?
You could disengage, but then you wouldn't get to attack.
I know. I don't. I just don't see my chance of actually hitting that after again. Your chance of hitting it every time so far.
Yeah, I know, but there's equally the fact is, I'm surprised it's hit you every time. So
Fuck it.
That's it. Get stuck in.
Of course.
no, and that's the first miss.
You know why? Because you didn't believe.
Yeah,
Of course, nobody fucking believes right now.
lack of belief.
I know.
I believe my
Nonsense.
God. My God just didn't want to heal me.
Just not believing hard enough. It's a problem.
And it misses. It goes
Fucking
to bite
yes.
you again, and it misses.
We dodge.
Right.
Rope would open it now.
And it's
Right.
back to you.
Come on, Torrin.
Caldron's now
believe
made
this,
it
I
down
can do
to
this.
pretty much he's sort of just outside the canteen now, and that's a hit.
Get another sausage roll in him.
He's back at the fucking pineapple thing, wasn't it?
Another 6.
And with a final swing, how do you want to do this?
Like to just fucking from above, just smash it right into the ground, splatters.
Yep. So there's skull fragments, sort of like a little bit of brain matter, wings sort of spread out, and you've now got dragon wormling dead on the floor of your room.
Aye. tiredly go, eh,
and two
And
eggs
leave the
with
room.
some scratching noises coming from them.
I take wherever my shit is lying about and leave the room. Try not to look too bloody.
What heroes?
I got this, guys. Fucking bruises and blood and cuts and everything.
Caldron, you
I'm going
motherfucker!
to-
State of these
I
heroes,
think it would
lads.
be unfair for
Yeah, if there's XP, it's mine.
Caldron to get any XP there, seeing as he just ran away.
Aye. Didn't help solve the other problems, just ran away.
They aren't particularly hard, by the way.
Just you don't normally fucking solo anything in D&D. Well, I do. You lot never do.
Well, the one that hit me took 20% of my health off in one hit.
Hey, it took almost all mine up in fucking 5 because you ran away.
It's because I can't do damage in melee.
You can. You can
This has
stab.
already been proven.
You can make stab.
I just
So-
don't think you believe in yourself enough.
Just lack of belief is a
So
problem.
you've now got two. So Caldron's run away, and you're basically at the door with two dragon eggs in your room, scratching at the insides of their eggs, probably close to hatching,
And close the door.
and a dead dragon worm or dead black wormling on the floor. What do you do?
Well, that ward thing you told us last week, I'm just closing the door and leaving. This is now someone else's problem. Can I go find the
Okay.
night guy?
Fuck.
So you're just which night?
Can I lock the
Which
door?
night guy?
The one who didn't really like us when we came in first day and said, no magic, no weapons.
I was gonna
Oh
like you,
right,
Iris.
the captain of the guard.
Yes, I'd like to go find the captain of the guard.
And do
Say-
what?
My companion apparently had dragons in his room. And I need some help, please. Fuck this guy.
Wow, Caldron, you really pissed them off today.
Okay, so
So I'd like to go find Sir Gleeson.
Okay, and Caldron, what are you doing now you've managed to make it to the door, unaware that the wormling is dead?
I'm still leaving the building.
And going where?
Anywhere.
Warn the other two. We tried to destroy the eggs. Apparently they hatched, and then we realized, oh yeah, we've got no magic here. We're fucked. Well, I did, and I left.
One of us is a
Okay.
cleric.
Apparently the other one was
That's a
too
warhammer.
stupid enough to stay around.
So you get to the outside of the palace. Your magic start. You suddenly feel that you can actually cast now that you're outside the palace itself, even though you're still in the courtyard. And you know that they went to see Van Velsum, but you don't know roughly where they are. So, how are you getting that message to them?
If I know roughly which direction they'll come from the shop, then I'll walk out like within line of sight ish of the palace and wait
Okay.
along the route I think they'll come.
Okay, so there's... And they could come from either direction coming into it, so you're probably best just standing at the gates, really. Yep, okay. And you make your way downstairs and eventually find a guard that can point you in the way of Sir Galashan, captain of the guard, and he's like, "Greetings, and what can I do for you?"
Have you got like a medic nearby? I've had a bad issue with room service here.
I've walked into a door.
Yes, we do, but how? Has
I
someone
don't know how
attacked you
exactly.
inside the palace?
I'm not really sure what happened, but I went to my colleague's room to go just talk to him, and there was a dragon, little fucking dragon, little black dragon in the middle of the room. I've killed it, just. but there could be more problems there. I'm not sure. You might want to go check the room.
Which room was it? And there's and asks for a like. Which room was it?
3A, I don't know. Fucking the one you gave us. One of the ones you gave us.
So
My companion
he
Caltrons.
makes a signal, and a couple of guards run off to that room, and he sort of like, okay, if you go down the hall, second on the right, there'll be a medic there. Explain everything, and then wait there until I return.
Yes, Captain.
And then he sort of hastens off and wanders and leaves you to it.
Sounds like Caldron.
Well, he's told you where the medic is.
I know, but he left me alone. I'm getting abandonment issues now.
Well, no, he's off to help his 2 guards that he's just sent to deal with whatever's in that room.
Yeah, then I wander off to the medics and hope for the best. Have you got a band-aid?
Yep. So, you get healed up to, sort of lesser healing. So, as if you've got a lesser healing a sort of standard healing potion. And that takes about a few minutes.
Just take a wee short rest in the medics room.
You've been away. You guys haven't even got to the fucking shop yet. So it's a while before you come back.
Yeah, it's hours before we come back. It's a good thing our visit to the shop was brief, eh?
You hear Torlin, as you sort of from where you are, you hear a ah! And a couple of loud thuds.
Sounds like it's going well.
Yep. And then about 5 minutes later, Captain Galashin comes back and's like, so
Hello.
I believe that we're going to probably have to recall the council meeting for this afternoon then. If you can make your way to the council chambers, these 2 gentlemen will escort you.
That's perfectly fine.
Caldron, at the gate.
Apprehended.
Outside, yeah, I'm not waiting in the palace.
No, at the palace. I mean, yeah, even outside the palace gates, which is probably your best bet for waiting for their return. You hear some footsteps approaching you, and it's like, Caldron, could you accompany us back inside, please?
Nope.
The council is reconvening.
Okay, I'll go get my mates and then come go to the meeting.
We've already dispatched someone to try and find them. But if you could join us already, Torlin's already standing, sitting, waiting. They kind of make it obvious that this isn't really a polite request.
I'm trying to decide whether I just lightning bolt them.
Or you could learn to lie. You never know.
Fuck it, I'll go with them.
I
It's
don't know
all
where
fucked
the
anyway.
came from.
So they lead you back into the council meeting, or into the palace, and then to the council chamber where you see Torlin sitting at a table.
Glaring.
There's a couple of guys standing around next to him, or in the vicinity, guards, and they motion you to sit down there. And we'll leave that there for the moment. You guys are now on your return from the shop, so you've made it to the shop, and you're now returning, and
Quite
as
pleased with ourselves.
yeah, you're quite pleased with yourselves. You've managed to get you've got your longbow, and that's all good, and you approach the palace, and the guard waves you in. You come to a halt at the palace, and Captain Galashin's standing there. It's like, gentlemen, the council has been recalled. If you could just go, could I just take your bow. I'll look after it for you. But if you could go straight to the council chambers, that would be much appreciated. And these 5 gentlemen here will just escort you.
It's a bit of a...
5.
Yeah, this is a slight difference from the first meeting, which is like, yeah, just you're being escorted in now.
What happened in our absence?
I think that will become apparent once you get to the council chambers, and it's not really for me to discuss. But the council will be reforming shortly.
Okay.
So you get led through and sit down, and Torlin and Caldron are sitting there. Couple of there's like 4 guards standing around, and then these other guards sort of make their way to the edges of the room. And Captain Galashan stands at the door. It's like the lords will be with you shortly. We're just getting everyone together, but if you could just wait here. And the guards sort of back out the door and leave you guys alone for a few minutes to let you discuss what's just happened.
The fuck did you two do?
Well,
We
this
went to the
motherfucker.
shop and now
Oh.
we get whipped around by guards. What the fuck?
We
Did
had some
exactly
problem
what we
with the egg.
discussed, and it went wrong.
Could have gone better though. This motherfucker ran away and left me with a dragon to fight. And you can see, I sort of won.
Was it
I mean, on the
fun?
outside, you're now a dragon slayer.
And that's my titles list, thank you.
Ish.
I don't think any of us won. The hell are we doing?
We may need to come up with a reason why we had dragons in our room.
Why are we doing it in a room?
Why? Why do we have to come up with that?
Because now there are dead, hopefully, dragons in our room.
Why
I
are
assume
they
that
in the
you're
room?
dead now.
Why do they know?
You've got all this wide open space, forests to go do the business in, and you did it in your room.
Seemed sensible at the time, turns out not so much.
Oh God!
But why did they know?
I needed help, I was dying.
Right. The guy with the healing spells.
With no spells in this room, in this fucking castle.
The guy with the healing powers has let slip that we have dragon eggs.
Yes. You deal with it
Right.
now.
Right. Well, you and I are having words later. They will be in
No.
Dwarvish, and they will be forced via my hand
Who's
into your face.
who's very convincing?
Probably Caldron.
At the moment, none of you.
Oh, it's definitely
Yeah,
not me.
I don't see there being a way to talk this way out. I think we're about to get thrown in jail.
No,
I mean,
no.
I feel
I'm fairly intimidating. I can definitely do intimidating if you want.
I can only suggest not doing that.
I will give the plead assassins.
I say we plead ignorance.
Assassins.
Just put
What?
eggs in our room.
Yes.
Oh, this is
Well, they
gonna-
almost fucking killed you, didn't they?
Not the worst idea.
Almost killed you. Would have killed the.
I became a dream.
Actually, if all 3 of them went out at once, they would have definitely killed you.
They'd kill
Certainly.
both of us before we go out of the fucking room.
Exactly. So go with assassins. Assassins is a good route.
It's that or beg for mercy, saying
No,
we
don't
thought
beg
we
for
could take care of
mercy.
the problem.
Beg for mercy, it's our problem.
All right, so we came back to the room. There were some suspicious water skins in the middle of the room.
It was our water skin, wasn't it?
I assume we put them all on water skins and we're just smashed
Yeah.
one. Then we're going to go smash the next one. But we didn't get that far.
Oh, fuck. I don't want to know.
Our plan went sideways, all right?
You went sideways, you fud.
Fuck you. You're off fucking walking around the shops. Could have been helpful here. Frankly, this
So-
is like the only fight you could have been helpful in more than anyone else because literally you don't use magic.
I also have a. No, wait. Is it this one? I've lost track. This Rurik has inventory.
I love the fact that this Rurik.
I mean,
like,
it's
you
a
could
good
have
job
picked a
you
different
lit.
name for your characters.
I mean, to be honest,
Yeah,
it's a,
I do. I've got the dragon breath armor as well. So yeah.
which
See.
you're probably not wearing wandering around the castle. I mean, to be fair, it's a good job you'd actually had your weapons, because you were purposefully trying to smash the eggs, because otherwise you'd have been really fucked just using harsh language and fisticuffs.
Yeah, I mean,
I
the whole point is to smash him
see.
with the hammer, and I wore my armor down to that meeting anyway. Because
Yeah.
estimates.
So you guys are there, and the doors open, and not all of the council enter. It's basically
Not all of them are dressed.
no, because it's still afternoon. So Leeson and Lord Neverember and excuse me, and Lady Haventree and
Just the names go right over my head.
yeah, so Lady Haventree, Ontar Froome, Leosin, and Lord Neverember enter the council chambers, along with Captain Galashan and two guards who appear to be carrying two water skins with dragon eggs in them.
So it worked for them, but not for us. Huh?
No. And
Oh,
they
wait.
placed them on the table.
I don't know if that's
Um,
safe, guys.
And you can still faintly hear the scratching noises coming from inside there. And Lord Neverember turns to you guys and is like, so it seems you might have left something out of your testimony to the council. And he gestures to the two dragon eggs on the floor, or on the desk. These are about to hatch.
I suggest you do something
mean,
about that.
Did we leave it out, or were you just not listening to our story? Really, I just
To instantly throw off the plan.
Well, I mean, when we asked about the dragon nest, you kind of never mentioned that you had some of the eggs.
We never had the eggs.
I mean, they were in your room. Like, he's pointedly looking at you. They were in your room.
I
Yeah.
feel that this is slanderous accusations on our character.
It's a setup.
Yeah, I wasn't trusting much of you guys before, definitely not now, because someone put them there, and it bloody well wasn't me.
Make a deception test.
Waiting for that fucking for days.
Oh, there we go. 1.
Not one.
It certainly wasn't me.
I believe in you, Caldron.
You can
Where's deception? I might get a +3 to this. I'll have to read some sorcerer stuff. Doesn't matter.
Hell.
Fucking knew it.
Always the same. It's like, 1.
You're not helpful today. Well,
We do love a nat one when it matters.
I mean, to be fair, it's not that that's not that great either. Okay.
Where the fuck is it?
I
So
mean,
you're trying to suggest that someone here has dragon eggs and has planted them in your room? That makes no sense.
okay, right. I'll be honest, Your Honors. We thought they were good dragons until you explained to us last night that black dragons are bad. And this was our attempt to solve the problem. It didn't go well. We were trying to just, make the eggs go away and not be a problem. It didn't go well. But in our defense, we did not know dragons are bad. play defense, your honors. None of us are big on dragons. Despite this whole Dragon Quest thing here, no one's explained them to us at any point.
I
Sorry.
like that. We didn't take the Dragon course the
Yeah.
Dragon CBT before we left.
We were just trying to fix the mistake we made.
Make a persuasion test?
Come on, persuade. Ooh, +0. Nice. Ooh. Someone back me up. It's Edmund. Someone fucking back me up.
Oh, God.
And they were all put in prison and the story
Yeah.
ends. You know.
Well,
Paul put himself into this position. Paul's going to have to dig himself out of this position because our dice rolls are shit.
it shouldn't come down to dice rolls.
I don't know why I'm here. I did nothing.
I was at the shops.
Exactly.
Allies.
This is bullshit. I don't know these people.
Discrimination.
Never Ember turns to Haven. He's like, I just don't know what to believe. What do you think? Which of these stories do you believe? Because frankly, he failed both his insight checks to tell if you were lying or both of you were lying or telling the truth. So it's like, fuck. So he turns to Lady Haventree. Can you make another persuasion check, both of you?
We're not swearing, we swear. Wait.
Persuasion or deception?
Oh, God.
Deception for you, persuasion for him.
I put it on in earnest.
No, hang on. These dice are broken.
How come Paul rolls like 20 odds for his attack, and it's like
This
we're
is
all like
Every time this happens all the time, so I'm surprised like Paul like pushed us towards this because this was always going to go horrific.
I didn't push you towards this. You pushed yourself towards it by breaking the fucking eggs in your hotel room. I specifically said, are you doing this in the hotel room? And you went, yeah, sure.
Mostly, in my defense, I forgot we couldn't do magic. I thought we'd be fine if anything went wrong. Then I had to do a hard mode.
Haventree turns and is like, they both appear to be telling half-truths. Leeson, you know these guys best. What do you think?
Thumbs up. Come on. You know we're idiots, right?
Leeson turns and is like, I suspect that the dwarf is telling the truth. It seems like the kind of stupid-ass thing they would do. I mean, they stormed into the cult where I was being held, the cult camp where I was being held, and screamed, Lord's Alliance motherfuckers, before promptly being rounded upon by 100+ fucking cultists. So, this does seem like the sort of stupid shit they would do.
In my defense, it wasn't we said it; it was that one.
Yeah, that one.
It was the alright, okay.
Leave me alone. I was merely representing, or something like that.
So, Never Ember turns and is like, so, now we have an issue to deal with.
Telling you what now, hammering the egg doesn't work.
The majority of the council believe that these eggs are not in our possession. And the majority of the council would never be able to decide what to do with them. I would suggest that you take them far outside the palace grounds and carry out your fucking plan.
Omelets?
Oh,
Operation
let's go
Omelets?
fromage.
If that was your plan, yes. If your plan was to let them fucking hatch...
Not the plan. Well, it was not the plan once you explained dragons to us. I'll admit, we thought we could get cool dragon mounts and, help out. Turns out, no. Not a
Andrew, can
dragon.
you keep your mouth shut at all? That would be
Just
lovely.
trying to be
thank
honest and
you.
earnest. I'm a cleric.
Yes. Take them far away. Deal with them. make the problem go away.
Yes, sir. Making problems go away. We can do that, one way or another.
And then let us know what your next efforts are in.
Either
I'm going to
regretting the
say
decision given to-
redeeming yourselves. You've put Waterdeep at considerable peril if that had gone wrong.
It's only babies. We've been fine.
Yes, but dragons are quite good at hiding.
See, no one told us these things. Apologies for that. Is there a guidebook somewhere I could borrow? Possibly not How to Tame Your Dragon. It's not a good choice.
No, it's a terrible. No, it's actually not a good friend.
Dragons A to Z, please.
Yeah. No, I mean there's plenty of reading in many of the libraries around. Midabar definitely had some good libraries.
Yeah, they do.
I'm sure you're familiar.
Wistful look in my eyes. Yeah. You're in the dragon section.
However, yes, take them outside the city, dispose of them, and then let us know where you're going next.
I can tell you that we're heading off to the name I've forgotten.
I like that. Yes, I can totally tell you the what.
Bottom.
Borskier Bridge.
Or scare
Said you had some issues. We can go kill people there for you, and solve your problems.
Okay. Leosin, make the travel arrangements. Excuse me. And Haven Trees turns to Leosin's like, yes, if you, and to you, but all, if you report to the, excuse me.
Dying in the corner.
Yeah, sorry, indigestion. If you report to the Harper's Hold, we'll arrange for transport. One of our colleagues is familiar with Borskier, so he can teleport you there and return to save the 2+ weeks of travel it will take. And we'll give you a scroll so you can get yourselves back.
I'm loving this fast travel option this game now.
But if you report, yeah. So once you're done with the and I'd make that
Good business.
quick, by the way, they're
Eggs
sounding
are shaking on the table.
Yeah, you hear sort of every so often you just hear that. I don't know if you can hear that on the microphone.
Yeah.
Every so you just hear that from sort of inside the eggs.
Sure thing.
And then just report, and we'll take care of that. Luke's twirling up and down in the morning.
Yeah, thanks, bud. You guys can go deal with the dragons. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the medic room.
And
Heal yourself
sort
up, you lazy bastard.
Fucking late. Ain't healing for any of you lot.
You don't get to rest.
So yeah,
I
so
ain't gonna get
Galish-
healing
Galish-
here. I need to fucking go outside anyway.
Galashan turns to you both and is like, there's your bags. There's a carriage waiting for you outside. Just it'll take you somewhere outside the city. Just no witnesses. And I don't mean kill the guards, you fucking Neanderthals.
You don't mean that guy, right?
Not clarify these things.
Yeah. Leoson's like, you really, really do need to clarify with these guys.
This is like the guy I work with. Like, you literally need to tell him to the letter what you want him to do. Otherwise, you either end up with half a task or some complete.
Still live.
Yeah. Like, I happily tell him to his face.
Okay, but just remember,
Watch
still
it,
live.
Carl. I love
I
you.
was going to say, is it that? I
So,
can believe that.
with
Everyone,
that,
stick those in your bag, would you?
you are, yeah, they're kind of like the bags are now on like long sticks, so you can carry them as like a stretcher type thing, which might be advised. Any sudden shocks might.
So if we do this comically, it's one elf and one dwarf carrying each end, so it's sloped.
Yeah, you get to the
Entirely
stairs,
off
they
of the
tumble
wall.
down and crack open. Yeah, so you are led out to a carriage and there is a carriage awaiting, and it's like, Where do you want to go?
Somewhere quiet outside the city
Um,
where people don't go to make out.
yeah, we can take you somewhere. So, hold
No
on, I'll
questions
just,
asked, yeah, buddy.
Or bring all of you guys.
Elbron, tip the
down.
man.
Oh, I've gone too far. Hold on. Maverick's staying behind, so
Excuse me.
there's just. And did you get your healing potion done?
I don't know. Don't know what healing potion. How to do that? You said
Like,
that type of
it's
potion.
like you've literally forgotten how this system works.
I don't know
in
what
2
the potions
weeks.
do. They're all
Give yourself a
different.
potion and then use it. It's the
I
easiest
was
way
waiting for like a dice I could roll. But I don't know what number dice you mentioned. Like you didn't mention a dice, just a type of potion.
Yeah.
You've got healing. Have you not got a healing potion on you?
I wasn't going to use my own. I was asking a medic
What-
to heal me.
Yeah, but just.
Have a look what it says in the healing
Items.
potion and then roll the dice.
Potion, yeah.
Good, because it's a really good healing potion.
I see why the problem went wrong with this level of problem solving.
He said a different version of the potion than mine. I have a superior healing potion.
Yes, but you can also just go to the items and add a potion of healing
And then use it.
and use
Does
it.
I think the last time I tried to add items, it didn't work.
So you've now got a potion of healing. You use it, and that's your healing. And then, whilst you're en route, you
Feels
can
so
do
much better.
more magical healing as you get to somewhere nearby.
I invoke my god,
Healing field.
and it makes me feel better.
So you find a clearing. So the guard leads you into, drives you guys into a wood, and they find a clearing, which is free from witnesses.
Have fun,
Guys,
guys.
you might not want to witness this.
You may want to leave.
Come back in like
Give us
20
like,
minutes.
yeah, give us about 20 minutes.
And I'll just make it so that this bit, the high moor, these are all roughly this sort of big clearing area around in those trees that's labelled the high moor. That's the sort of clearing sort of space you're in. But all these are 10-foot cubes instead of 5. So, because it doesn't really need to be precise, because let's face it, you're going to put the 2 eggs down in the middle of the fucking clearing and then fireball them or something, so.
Close. I was going to go with lightning bolt, yeah.
Have at it, Caldron.
It's what I was going to do in the room until I realised, oh yeah, we can't cast
You
magic here.
can't cast.
Fuck.
Plus, we're inside a castle. We tried that before. It burned the castle down.
That's why I was asking what the floor was made of.
Didn't matter.
Except
The
it-
last one, you blew through the wall. It was wall.
It was wood.
Stone.
It was wood. It was wood
Yeah.
wall, that's why it caught fire. If it was
It
stone
was the
floor,
wood
it'd be fine.
floor. The wall was stone. Your lightning bolt did not care.
I will pop that out. So I will begin combat, and I'm going to roll for initiative, just so that we've got initiatives if they, for some bizarre reason, you don't manage to kill the black dragons whilst they're still in the eggs.
Ooh. Where was that when you needed a fucking persuasion?
Because I needed a persuasion, so I wasn't turning up.
Fucking hell.
So, cast lightning bolt.
No, don't need to.
Or whatever it is you're going to cast.
The eggs need to make a dexterity saving.
No, just roll the damage.
Yeah. Yeah, that should hopefully do it.
So, just want to check one thing. Because I've only just now thought about it.
What? Resistance for black dragons?
Well, the eggs specifically.
Because they're chromatic. Could you just not have that thought? You know, just roll back a bit. Just like, never mind. Eggs explode.
No, because you literally were hitting them, so you were cracking them open.
Not making that mistake again. Eggs just earth the lightning bolt to the ground and nothing
No,
happens.
there's nothing about that sort of thing. So it's 10, 36. So the lightning bolt hits, cracks open the eggs, smashes them, and two incredibly wounded black dragon wormlings are left there, scratching away, looking a little bit shocked and confused because, well, they weren't expecting to hatch. Well, I mean, they were kind of expecting to hatch, but
just not into a lightning bolt.
But not via lightning bolt.
It's like
And
Pokemon.
and now it's the initiative phase. So we'll go. So Caldron, it's you.
Hit him again!
Pretty much.
Just to be sure. Back
Another
it.
lightning bolt. Got their dexterity saves to make now.
Yeah, now they've got dexterity saves though, so
Hopefully it won't matter.
the other one. Excuse me.
So 15 if they pass.
So the first one definitely passes. Excuse me.
One's critting the night.
And the second one doesn't. So it takes 15 damage. No, it takes
15 if it
damage.
passes, 30 if it failed.
Okay. I did not mean to do that. Okay, and then the other one. Okay, so it's not very happy. And it is no, hold on. Axis's go, sorry.
Sir?
It jumped over to you without me even noticing.
Coup de grace. Go on. Test out your new boot.
Funk! 14?
Bounces off its armor.
Oh, fuck. And
Well,
again?
actually, no, you just, to be fair, you just miss. But,
Oh!
Much better.
Correct.
and it's
It's a
dead.
30 hit.
And it's dead because you can't not kill it because it only had 3 hit points left. So,
Did it work? How much that do? Ugh, it was only 15 damage. Not good.
so unfortunately, I just accidentally deleted one of them from the combat. So I'll just bring that back in. The combat. Mark is defeated. End combat. Award XP. That seems a bit shocking to give you XP for that, but
Where's my XP from the earlier one?
it would have added already.
Yeah.
It should have done, because I did end the combat correctly.
Yeah, I remember you talking about sorting out XP.
But it does not appear to have actually awarded the XP, which is irritating. So,
Fought hard for that XP.
that. Do that. Go begin combat. Go end combat. Award XP. Yes. That do it that time.
Nothing for me.
It just doesn't like giving you
You're not supposed to
XP.
solo fights here?
Yeah, no. So
my
you're
speciality
you're
in
not
this game.
getting any.
Well, this sucks.
I'm sure
That's what you get for being a narc.
exactly. You lost all your experience for being a narc.
This seems unfair.
I
Follow
will say, lads, how easy is that? What the fuck were you guys doing?
Well,
Try that without
see that
magic.
lightning bolt thing I did? Couldn't do that.
Yeah.
But you knew. You'd have felt the lack of magic. You'd have known this doesn't work.
I mean, I personally forgot again.
You would have
No
felt
magic.
it as well.
Yes, Torlin would have felt it. Andrew here would not. Woo!
There you go. That's it sorted.
Level up before the rest of you three now.
Not if you die.
That sounds like a threat.
It sounds like there's a possibility that might happen in your sleep.
Gonna keep like revival just constantly casting, almost ready to go. Oh, did we not bring the elk to watch that?
So, yeah, after about 20 minutes,
So you sort of shuffle some like
the
bushes
guard
over on top
comes
of it.
back. It's like,
Find some
Ready to
skinning
go?
dragons. It's not what it looks like.
Oh god. Add a little dragon wings to the back of your armor just for flair.
Fucking right. I killed a dragon. I've got to make this known.
I mean, now 3 of you have killed dragons and 1 of you hasn't.
Dragon slayers.
Someone feels let down and betrayed.
Right, we covered him in blood. It's fine.
I can't believe that even wormlings get lair actions.
I can, certainly.
I mean, I
Like a
certainly
small
didn't give
dog
them.
almost
Certainly
killed me.
didn't give them layered actions on the basis of they were literally newborns. I mean, you're literally baby killers.
Pretty sure we've done that.
Just
before.
add that to the long list of horrific things that we've done in our time.
That's a long list of names you can add to your thing. Tarlin, Dragon Slayer, and Baby Killer.
Dragon Slayer. Parenthesis baby dragon slayer.
Yeah.
Just don't tell the druid guys. It'll be fine.
Do they care about dragons?
Oh,
Yes.
the ones that pencil meat did.
Which is why Neverember was like, the council would be split on the decision of what to do here.
Yes.
Go, make this happen. No witnesses.
No mention of this ever again.
We quietly quizzed the guard to see if they witnessed what happened.
It was a bit of a storm, but it blew through really quickly. A couple of lightning bolts and it was done. Very strange, but
I'll point to Torlin and Caldron. Give the guys some money.
I point to Caldron. Give the guy some money.
Fucking sorry between yous.
But
I gave the dragon all my blood, so you can give these guys some gold.
the carriage takes you back to the palace so you can have your night's rest.
Thank
Um,
Don't think I
and
want
also
that.
make plans for what you're about to do when you head south. So, is there anyone you want to speak to before you go and try and hunt this Varum? I mean, presumably you'll want some kind of clues as to what's going on.
Yeah, anyone
You
who's
think
got
that?
information. I don't think they actually told us. I think they said they had information, but they never said specifically who had it.
I don't know if anyone wants to speak to us at this point.
Yeah, there's also that.
Yeah, so when you get back, you sort of pass Leeson in the corridor.
Hey, buddy.
So, that was interesting.
Problem solved, by the way. Don't worry about it. Thanks for
you're-
sort of having our back in there.
Yes. Well, I still think you're probably the best hope.
Wow, you guys are really scraping the battle, aren't you?
Oh, this fucked, isn't it?
These guys sound desperate.
Well, you seem to get things done, even though it's in a...
Unconventional manner.
Yes, that's the word. An unconventional manner.
Just wanted to fly.
Oh, I'll make you
So-
fly. Just open that window upstairs, I'll throw you through.
But it sounds like you're wanting to head to Borskier in the morning to hunt down Varam. So he was... We don't have much information other than he was seen in the trade settlements at Borskier Bridge. And we know that he headed off into the Serpent Hills. But that's pretty much all the information we have.
Was he alone?
No, it sounds like he had quite a contingent of guards and cultists with him. We know he was, he gives you a description of Varam, who's a dwarf, white beard, tends to wear purple robes, but that's pretty much all that they kind of know about Varam. We know he was the one of the mask waiters or keepers, but we don't know why he's gone to the Serpent Hills at all. But
I think it's in the name.
The name kind of implies.
Suggest dragons.
Could be snakes. Could
No,
be Komodo dragons, you never know.
the Serpent Hills are more known for Yanti tribes,
Is that as well?
and lizard folk.
You're trying to recruit another wee army?
But to be fair, not many people live in the Serpent Hills because of the Yanti and the lizard folk. So
You don't count them people? Rude. Racist.
well, it's racist in the fact that the Yanti basically take all humans, dwarves, elves, and use them as slave labor and sacrificial victims.
What do we
So,
do to them?
Well, mainly we kill them because they take all the humans, dwarves, and elves and use them as slaves and sacrificial
It's a circle, man.
victims.
It's a vicious circle. We need to break it someday.
Sure.
Possibly, probably not by us. I don't think we're going to solve the problem personally. I'll admit.
Torlin, after the shit you pulled so far, I would just leave it.
Shit, I pulled.
Yes, literally you.
You did not see him fucking leave me fighting a dragon. Claire.
Oh, I'm unhappy with both of you.
Oh, I'm so sad. The elf who hates dwarves hates me.
Right, you didn't know if I was warming up to you or not, you know?
Yeah.
Now,
I mean,
not
he's-
so much.
he positively started shooting things that were attacking you before, so he's definitely warmed up to you since the first adventure.
Exactly.
Yeah, you basically started around to going, you had one job.
Yeah.
One
How
job.
we were going to do it, you did not voice any concerns at the time.
I didn't know you were going to take up to the room and smash it, you fucking idiots.
It's
Even
literally
I
what we-
know that's a bad idea.
It's
I
literally
think
what we said. What we were going to do.
As the party implodes.
Screw you guys, I'm going home.
Anyway,
Anywho, and that's pretty much all the information Leeson has about the area.
has he got a map of the area? Has he got...
There's no real detailed maps. It's like basically, literally no one really lives there.
Okay.
The map
do it
you've
themselves.
got is basically there is, the Borskier Bridge is around that sort of fork, just before that fork in the river.
What about are you?
Where my
Down
mouse
south.
is, so down south.
Okay, got you.
At least I think that's where it is. I just vaguely
That's
remember
where you-
that being.
That's what you
That's
said
where
it was, yeah.
Yeah, it's around there. And as far as I know, Varam's gone off into the Serpent Hills in search of something, but they don't know what. But yeah, the Serpent Hills have been long abandoned by most human and, you know, most of the civilizations. It's just basically wildlands and left for the creatures, wildlife. It's basically a big safari park.
Oh, brilliant. I'm going to be my element.
Except there's not a lot of trees, but yeah.
But there's beasts, isn't there?
There's definitely beasts. You can
There
do some
you
tracking.
go.
I genuinely heard, is there geese though?
My new pet.
Is there geese?
There might
You
be
think geese are
geese.
quite
I mean,
vicious,
There you go, see?
geese are quite vicious as well. I was going to say geese are pretty vicious as well. So,
Fucking right.
uh,
The crit on fucking 10+.
so that's that. If you guys are just no other questions and things and just wanting your night's rest, you can do that and heal, and then make your way to the Harper's Hold in the morning.
To be honest, after what these two have pulled here, I'd quite be okay with leaving just now.
I'm having a nap. Been a long day for some of us.
You
Yeah,
guys
I went-
all get your long rest. And you, a carriage arrives in the morning to whisk you away to the Harper's Hold. Leosin is in the carriage and is like, there's some provisions in the back that you can take with you, so food for about enough provisions for 10 days travel. Hopefully you shouldn't need that long, but you know, there should be plenty of wildlife and things around there to murder and keep you fed if you need to.
I'll be fine.
So we can take you, we can get you transported there relatively easily. We've got a mage who's been to Borskir before, so should be able to land you pretty close by without too much troubles. Seeing as there's no teleport circles and things, it's a little bit riskier. So we'll see what happens there.
So when you find out that Waterdeep's much higher elevation than this place, and he didn't account for it, so he's like,
Yeah, I mean, there is that possibility, but let's see what happens. So yeah, you eventually pull up at Harper's Hold and get led in down to the not to the teleport circle chamber, but just to the main room where you've seen that battle map in the past, and the chairs are there, and there's a mage standing there in a sort of resplendent and sort of purple regalia, purple robes, looking rather mage-like, stroking his beard.
like a big stereotype.
Yeah, totally. So it's he introduces himself as
Rincewind.
yeah, that'll do.
Wait, no,
Rincewind.
I don't want to be teleported by Rincewind, please. Chancellor
Rincewindlepoons.
Whitley.
It's like,
Ponder Stibbins.
yep. No, Rincewindlepoons.
God damn it. I'm gonna die.
Yep. So, to Borskir Bridge, I hear. If you gentlemen will just give me a few seconds, I'll make the appropriate conjurations and we shall be on our way. There will be a circle appears in front of you. When it flashes, pulses twice, step in. Are you taking Maverick with you?
Fucking right.
Yep. You've got approximately 6 seconds between from the flash until it goes, so make it quick. And can I
Instead of
get
taking a holiday?
let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. The roll. Dawson, can you roll a D100 for me, please?
I hate those.
Got one of them. Yes.
97. The circle flashes ready for you to move through. Do you all move through?
Yes.
Sure.
Cool. And with that sort of familiar lurching sensation that you've had from teleportation spells recently, you find yourselves instantly transported to a bridge over a river. And there's a tent and a series of tents just to the left-hand side of you and a road leading off. And Mr. Rinswindle Poons turns to good, that went better than last time. Phew.
At least your
here we are.
insides are inside.
So here we are.
We're in the same dimension this time. Great.
Yeah, I mean, last time I came here I was a little bit off. Took me a day or so to get back to here. So not too bad, but wasn't really
Last time we
expecting
were 10
this.
feet to the left, over the side that's not got the bridge
That's
on
what I
it.
was going to say.
Had to
It'd be
slow
funnier
fall.
if you said- Funnier if you'd said it took me 10 days or so to stop screaming from the fucking fall.
Yeah.
Broken leg.
No, I mean it wasn't that bad. It was just a longer journey than I anticipated, and I hadn't taken any food, so I was quite hungry by the time I got here. But it's all good. We're here. There's Bolo over there. Big tent, Bolo's tent. That's where you should probably head. Their provisions and things. Wealth of information. But with that, I'll before I forget, and he pulls out a scroll.
Weren't you going to give us a scroll?
Yeah, pulls out a scroll, hands it to you. This will take you back to the Harper's Hold. Just read it out loud once you're finished. It'll get you back there, and I'll see you on your return. And with that, he sort of turns around, starts making his little conjuration. Little circle appears, and he steps through it. Do any of you step through it?
No, but I do give him a 5-star in Uber.
Cool. Okay, fine. So now none of you return to Waterdeep, and he disappears off. Right.
I'll admit, I did consider it.
And on that second, I need to take a short break because I need to go to the bathroom. So.
Me too.
So, sorry about that. Just a quick comfort break for us all there. And we can return to what we were doing, which is you guys are standing on a bridge just outside the settlement at Borskir Bridge. And you've been given a little bit of information of where to possibly visit first.
So is this like a little tent town or something you described it?
Yeah, it's basically just like a... Yeah, there's not a lot of things here. It's basically like this is a crossroads as between this area and bring up the map. So
Nijara?
yeah, sort of, yeah. So there's like all these sort of like there's this river here, but there's in fact actually it's even further south than I thought. Borskir Bridge is where the road from Dragonspear to Subar is. It's just around there, so it's basically like a little trading post, sort of rest stop type thing. There's a couple of little businesses that deal trade in food and stuff as they go off and hunt and so on, but yeah. So it's about there's no pinging, but where my mouse is on the map,
Yeah, I don't know.
just sort of centered around that sort of crossroads there. Yeah. So yeah, as people travel north, they just stop off. So there's a small, it's like a tent village rather than city or anything. It's not like there's a lot of traders here. There's like the big pavilion inn or pavilion tent that Rinswindle Poons pointed out. Seems to be at the center of the village. And then there's you can see some smiths and some food vendors and things around.
I suggest we head to the pub tent.
Yep, to the beer
Yeah.
tent.
To the beer tent.
It's always a good
Have a
start to
stein
get
of
the
beer.
information.
Yep, so it's fairly early in the morning, so there's not a lot of people around. There's a few people sitting in the tent, eating breakfast and so on. There's it's not like there's a lot of rooms or anything because it's a tent. But you know, there's a section which looks like it's sort of out back that sort of probably is rooms or at least bunks sort of thing. But there's a few people having breakfast. A bar set up across a couple of barrels and and it's weird because you can like it's obviously there's like a wooden plank that serves as a bar and there's barrels set up across it, and then sort of like halfway up barrel height there's another plank behind it, and there's a halfling sort of woman just sort of wandering around back and forth, sort of like putting down mugs and things and waiters and things coming off and pulling them back, and certainly seems to be the proprietor of the establishment.
Suppose go buy drinks and kind of inquire. I don't know. Do we want to directly ask for Varum, or can I just not?
Should we gauge the mood first?
Yeah.
We are international businessmen on an international business trip.
Four of the house red wines, please.
Certainly. What brings you to Borskir? Traveling north, south? Bit
Traveling
early for
south.
arrivals, by the way.
Well, what brought us to here was no, I'm not going to say a wizard. I'm just going to keep that one to myself.
Are you done talking? Is that what it is?
Well, if you guys could start talking at some point, that'd be great.
I did, and then you screwed me over after I screwed you over. So.
Yeah, to be fair, we're even at that point then. These diamonds, they're not for you.
We are
Yeah, just
businessmen.
passing southwards.
Are we passing southwards? I'm confused exactly which direction.
Well, we
we're
just
going.
came from the north, so we may as well.
I thought we were going in the
We
north.
heading east.
Yeah, but do we want to say that?
Fair point.
Yep.
Lie.
Where? Fair enough.
Is the road always this quiet?
Yeah, I mean, we've got quite a lot of passing. I mean, actually, there's quite. Yeah, I mean, we get a couple of caravans through every couple of caravans a day. They'll just be heading out short. In fact, one just left a few hours ago. But it's not early morning, but it's early in the day, so that caravan, they're just finishing up their breakfast. They'll be leaving shortly. They're heading north to Waterdeep.
All roads lead there, it seems.
It's a long way.
It is. I mean, they've got a good 10 days travel, so they'll probably make it halfway to Dragonspear tonight, and onto the tradeway from there.
It's a good haul. Not bad.
You got any news for the road south? Any troubles nearby we should avoid?
No, it's pretty quiet. There's not much been happening. We'd certainly avoid the Serpent Hills. There's Yanti spies come down, and just a few days ago, there was actually one in this very bar. A little dwarf killed him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, halfling saying a little
Strangest.
dwarf.
Wow. Strangest of things. Purple robed dwarf just upped and stabbed this tall fellow dead, and it was one of those Yanti from the Serpent Hills coming to spy on us. So
A Yanti in like a trench coat and a hat, being a spy.
Oh, did he just like stab him as soon as he stepped in the room?
no, they were they were sitting having dinner, and this dwarf sort of looked round and was asking him what his business in the area was, and he just sort of looked and stabbed him. But those Yanti, they've been kidnapping people off the road and taking them up into the hills for slave trade for years, so that dwarf's a hero. Absolute hero. Possibly saved the village.
Sounds like an interesting guy.
What's the hero's name? Did you catch it?
Never did catch his name, actually. He took off with his companions. There was maybe 20 of them.
Jesus.
Headed, and oddly enough, headed off into the Serpent Hills. Presumably to follow up on that spy.
But I said, did it kitted out to go there? Or was it?
Oh yeah, they were definitely kitted out. It's mercenaries, presumably. But I'm not sure if they were protecting the dwarf or if they were, dispensing justice.
Fair enough.
That would have been 5-6 days ago now. But other than that, just the caravans.
Okay.
When you said it was quiet, you were just sort of teasing us there with a really there's a really cool story though.
I know it's fairly quiet. I mean, people get stabbed in here all the time, but it's not often
really
they're Yanti spies.
Interesting establishment you run here.
Quiet is relative. You asked me if the road was quiet. The road is fairly quiet. We're getting our normal amount of travel. But,
The bar was quite lively, I guess. Yeah, fair enough.
caravans, there's always bar fights and things. You know how it is. Lads are lads. They get drunk, they have a fight, someone gets stabbed. It's just the way of the world.
Lads.
Toxic masculinity right there. No, I didn't know. Vadim stabbed a cunt.
Good note.
Clear, concise. Well, that sounds like a lively place, despite what you say.
However, you are assuming that the how did you know that the What, the thing was a spy?
I mean, it was a Yanti. It was like a lizard that, like, when, like, after he'd stabbed him, there was a lizard on the floor.
Ah. Oh, so he's all hooded up and everything. You can see.
Yeah.
I think
What's
it's
the difference between a Yonti and a Lizardman? They both sound the same to me. Not to be
They
like
are-
lizardist.
Make a
now who's the racist?
what would be the appropriate
Nature?
stat for that?
Survival?
Yeah, make nature checks. Let's see what you guys know about them.
I know nothing.
You nearly knew so much, but now you know so little.
They're like lizard people, right?
Nature. Oof.
You've heard, Torlin, you've heard of Yanti. You know that they're like a slightly more dangerous version of lizard folk. Rurik's not bothering, so obviously doesn't care.
If it bleeds, it dies.
Axis,
Really, it can be
you're
stabbed.
aware that there's several different types of Yanti. They're more civilized, more advanced than lizard folk themselves, and you know that they are shapeshifters, and some of them can shapeshift.
Oh.
Caldron did a dissertation on them at uni.
Caldron is much more familiar with them, knowing that they are pretty evil. Knows all about that human sacrifice thing beyond what's been said before. Knows that there are varying different classes within there. They do have magic practitioners. They are known for their ability to shapeshift into humanoid form and pass as human, and they do that to ingratiate themselves into bits of society, so that there are villages and things, so they can then sort of use that as a way of usurping the sort of power there and bringing it back. And they worship dark gods. All in all, not generally nice people. They do go in for the a bit of the old sacrificing and so on.
Man, I
But,
wish we'd got a role
yeah.
like that when we thought about dragons before.
So
We'd have known
you are-
black is bad.
So you're aware of the fact that there's so Caldron specifically is aware of the fact that the ability for them to come down and sort of pass off as humanoid would be entirely plausible.
And I think it's like lizard folk, but bad. Cool.
Yeah, you think they're just like slightly scarier lizard people, and you've met lizard folk and you
Yeah,
didn't
we-
think
we
they
could-
were that
yeah.
scary. I mean, you
Yeah.
blackmailed them
This'll
into
be fine.
helping you, so you're
Not the
like,
brightest
it
folk.
can't be that bad. Yeah.
Cool.
Could yeah. First, there's nothing that I would know of that if they were shapeshifted, that our man in the purple cloak who killed one, we'd be able to see through it at all. Or would Caldron, just as an aside?
It's like you try to
No.
like to track animals on your points to that guy. Like,
No, I mean, unless you were using some sort of like magical detection or something, you wouldn't know if
Yeah.
they were in their shapeshifted form or not.
Okay.
I don't.
It's just-
think-
Alright, sorry.
I just tried to explain how he just stabbed the thing.
I mean, some of them are humanoid look. I mean, like more humanoid looking than others.
Okay.
Like the Yanti purebloods are basically human and more lizard than, or more human than lizard, and then some of them are more. Yeah, some of them are more human than lizard, and others are more lizard than human.
Okay, got ya.
Well, we'll go. We've got our drinks now, so we'll go to a table and kind of sit down and have a few, and kind of away from somewhere where we can quietly talk to each other without being overheard.
I'll ask the barmaid as well, as I usually do with these things. got a general map of the area. Have you got? Do you know anyone that's got a better idea of the surrounding area, the places to avoid, and that sort of thing? That can like even update my map, just to help us stay on the correct path.
No, not really. I mean, if you're heading south, stick to the road. To the left is the forest of worms. There's a lot of dragons, and to the west is the fields, and to the west is the fields of the dead, which is where the dragons hunt.
What's dead?
It all sounds very pleasant.
Why the fuck is there a road
This is a
here?
lovely place.
I mean,
Trade must be very good for you to be here.
not really. I mean,
Caravans just drive really fast.
yeah, pretty much. We just sit here and we make our money. I mean,
Like, you notice the tents are all camouflage pattern, right?
yeah. I mean, it's a small tented city over a bridge, or I mean, tented town, and there's a bridge. Yeah. I mean, it's 60 miles to the next town, and then it's what 50. It's like 200 miles to Dragonspear. Yeah, there's not a lot of life around here.
It's just the proximity to dragons and all that. Yeah, it's a
yeah,
little bit of a danger wankers.
It's like living in Tornado Valley in America. You
Yeah.
just rebuild every few weeks.
Pretty much. I mean, they tend not to bother us. We leave out some, we leave out animals and things. They take them, they disappear. But it's not like there's a lot of dragons. But there's, it's not nice in there. We tend to avoid it. And it is 30 miles away, so there is that. But yeah, yeah, there's not much around here. Not even that many farms. So
Fair enough.
and then obviously northwest or northeast, Serpent Hills.
I like that.
Yep.
Dragons, snakes everywhere. This is great.
Well,
You
for
seem-
back at the table, I'll take my map out and we'll put it on the table so we can kind of. Which kind of way do we want to go to the Serpent Hills? Do we want to kind of south of the river, north of the river?
Probably north.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was thinking north because no dragons, but then also it doesn't look like there's much places to hide. So we're gonna be up in the open for most of it.
I mean, it's not flat. I mean, from what you're seeing, is it's rolling hills and not flat. It's like there's probably not a road as such, but it's going to be easier to make a path through that grasslands than it would be, and even along the riverbank itself, than it would be to go through the forest of worms. And also, you then don't need to cross 2 rivers to get to where you're going.
Yeah.
I've had enough fighting dragons.
The ranger knows enough about traveling to think, let's stick to the north.
Yeah.
Do we want to stay here for the night or kind of sneak off during the day? Maybe get some supplies for this journey.
It's first thing in the morning. I think we should
Yeah,
like fuck off. To
morning.
be fair.
Just down in pints like this. My last chance in a pub for a while.
Can't trust this other dwarf to keep his fucking trap shut. So
I mean, there's literally nothing to do in this tent town.
Yeah.
Just hold
There's also we might not want to stick around too long if there's the uncanny spies around here because they can shapeshift quite well.
They could
They
be anyone or
can.
anything. I
They're not
saw it in my
particularly
magic
nice
picture
beings.
books.
Good thing is if Vern's killed one, hopefully that means they're not allied. That would be nice.
It'd be a weird ally alliance if they did.
Well, I don't particularly want to walk up into the Serpent Hills and find out they've all got the anti have joined the cult because yeah, that's even bigger armor than the last one we fought.
What language
Okay.
do the Yonti speak? You seem to know about Macaldrum.
They can
Again.
speak Common, they can speak Draconian. I know that. I don't know about if they can speak anything else.
Good to know. Guess we set out on a nice brisk walk.
Yeah,
Halfling, we never asked her name.
Cool.
We leave.
Yep. Well, I mean, the guy said it was Bolo's tent, and she was the proprietor. It's not a fucking leap to determine her name might
She
be
could have been a
Bolo.
waitress for all we know. But once
I
again, we
described her as obviously the proprietor.
obvious to some.
It's like you
My
people don't
perception rules say
listen.
otherwise.
Hey, don't say you people. I mean,
Things go over dwarf's heads, alright? It just happens.
It's because they're so short.
Exactly.
your reflexes are not too fast. You will not catch them.
Not Drax.
So, you guys are heading out into the hills then, and off on your walk
Yep.
The hills are alive.
with the sound of dying parties.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm gonna go lighting campfires
Oh,
tonight. Bad idea.
On the way, on our little travels, I will turn to the group and say, who has the scroll of fuck off back to Waterdeep, by the way?
Got it,
Not him. Not him.
Not him.
Yeah,
After what-
I would
after
not trust
he's
him with
told
a
me,
fucking escape
Not
pod.
him.
After runaway fucker.
After cowardice fucking personified.
Not sure even better because you're always in the back too, so
Yeah, means I'll
Because
still be
Rue chose the
alive.
front almost
I always
died.
fight though.
I grant you.
I don't run
So
away.
if we'll die, you can at least escape.
Well, yeah.
As you sort that
I'm
out,
gonna loot you anyway.
can one of you make a perception test?
Not me,
I'll
I'm
do it.
arguing with
Me,
Francis.
me.
I'm good at that.
Every time you say I'm good at that, that's what happens.
Admittedly, it wasn't a fucking 20 that dick back. Fucking dice fucked me.
But yeah, you see that there's actually quite a beaten path that's really straightforward to follow. It looks like there's maybe, as I say, 20 or 30 a trail of like 20 or 30 on horseback, moving at pace, and it's easy to follow that trail. And you start to do so heading northeast towards the Serpent Hills. And after a few hours, could someone roll a d20?
Thanks, not me.
Oh, you go fast.
I can do it.
That's 2.
Just
I
the
don't know
one
why I
of them.
did two.
Any of those 12s you want.
Either of those 12s. Yeah, to be fair, it was a 12. So yeah, so you're traveling around, and no, nothing seems to be happening. So it's about 6 hours in, you decide to sort of set up camp for lunch, and you've still got. I mean, you Axis, you're kind of easy to tell. That's like, yeah, you've probably got a good 6 hours of daylight left before you can, before you'll need to set up camp for the night. And you've traveled maybe, well, you're on foot because you're obviously walking. You're at walking pace at the moment. So you've got about, I don't know, about 12 miles or so. So yeah, you'll reckon you'll be able to make another 12, 13 miles throughout the afternoon. So if you could give me another d20.
Second lunch.
Oh. Why does it keep changing it?
And 10. And again, nothing untoward, just birds circling the hills. You hear the sound of nature.
Caw-caw!
the-
Caw-caw!
The babbling of the river as you walk along its banks, heading north, following the trail. You find a reasonable spot to set up camp for the night, and give you another d20.
Oh,
Working your way downwards.
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
These dice are going in descending order.
Take your long rest, and everything passes without incident. Since you
As
got
far as we know.
12, right, so yep, another d20 for next morning.
Fucking hell.
Can't wait till you hit combat.
I think that's the next dice roll. If not this one.
Okay, morning passes without incident. Another
Highlander really bad.
d20.
Come on, 1.
I'll pass.
Yay! That's probably bad.
Someone roll a d8.
Not me.
Come, you rolled the 20. Go on fast.
Me here is this one.
Max dice.
Eight.
Max dice.
Sounds bad, probably.
4 dragons appear.
You're attacked by 8 ancient dragons. Oh, we're dead.
Urban of the general vicinity.
Allow me just to read the scroll and goodbye.
Okay,
And we all follow.
Close the iris! Close the iris!
One
So
of them
as
makes it
you're-
through.
Just the neck.
As you're sort of wandering along the riverbank, make a perception test.
Well, all of us.
Yeah, all of you.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'll take the 14 instead. Someone hit my dice. It's better.
Yeah, somebody gets 14.
Both Torlin and Caldron sort of like, actually, can you give me a marching order as well? Obviously,
it's
Axis
Caldron
is at
at
the
the back.
front.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm behind Axis.
I'll be behind Torlin.
We're taking
Rurik,
the back.
where are you in
Rurik.
the order?
Beside Torlin.
Alright.
Okay, so
Diamond formation.
Axis at the front, Caldron at the back or
Back.
middle?
Yeah.
Back if those two are side by
Back.
side.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then you two side by side. So okay, so Caldron on Torlin, you hear splashy sounds,
Ooh.
and as you look to your sort of south, as you look to the south, you see 8 lizard folk fjording the river and crossing towards you from the south bank of the river.
Hello!
It's fairly open, and
Oh, Andrew, you're so special.
I forgot to roll. Yeah, my
Your help.
it's all less.
It was grazing.
We're having a conversation. Yeah. Not paying any attention.
As usual, in your place at the front of the fucking party.
Which way the map goes?
And I'm
Caldron, this
not
looks
doing
like one for you.
again, not doing a map because there's no real point. It's kind of they're fjording, they're sort of crossing the river. They're by the time you notice they are crossing. They're about 50 feet away, and closing. So yeah, there's basically they're coming out of the water, closing on you, and you're about sort of 50 feet away up the bank, and they're approaching, and they'll roll for initiative, and so can you guys.
But do they look friendly?
No, they're literally moving to attack.
I just want to make friends.
It's a hunting party.
I'm ready.
Just tired of all this killing.
You're in the wrong career. and given your character background and story, you definitely picked the wrong education path as well.
Oh, Grania, that's the point.
I'm tired of all this killing, but I really want to.
I just wanted to read books, man. That's me and Torlin.
Right. Everyone rolled. Not Maverick. I'll roll for Maverick.
It goes at the same time as me. That's the thing.
Does it? Okay.
Because I've got to use my actions to make it do actions.
Caldron, buy you the
right,
back.
okay. I will begin combat. So, Caldron and Torlin alert you to the fact there's a splishy splashy lizard folk attacking by going, we're under attack! And there's no surprise turn, so Axis, you rolled highest, so it's you.
I will ride
There's basically
behind...
just a big mob of like 8 of them. I mean, if you want to split up into your sort of formation, just so that I'll... No, Caldron was at the back, wasn't he? There. Torlin, Rurik, there's your sort of semi-diamond formation.
What are they all armed with, the lizard folk?
They are armed with javelins and clubs, as far as you can tell. And shields.
So I will ride.
These guys are sort of like coming over, sort of that way.
I'm at the
just
back.
sort
Once
I'll,
we come to back.
Yeah,
these
they're
things
like
happen.
they're 50 or 60 feet away, so they're, I'll say 50 feet away.
Right.
But that's a sort of like angle just to save them moving. They're moving en masse towards you in that sort of formation.
I will move 20 feet away from the group. And turn and shoot the closest guy with my new bow.
Okay, roll to hit. Yeah, that hits.
16 damage.
16 damage. Okay, so that first one takes 16 damage, and I'm putting that new insta death thing in.
Oh, this one was that.
13. No, I've completely forgotten the rule for that now, actually.
It makes them unconscious, isn't it? If they've got hit them over
Yeah.
half their health.
Yeah, because that was over half its health. Dungeon Master's Guide. What was it? The combat options. Completely forgotten what it was. Massive damage. DC 15 Constitution saving throw. So no, he fails that. And it's D10. 9. Okay, so yeah, so you've done a massive amount of damage to that geezer. Why is it not letting me go into... why is it not letting me change his health? Weird. Oh, that's irritating. Why is it not letting me change his health like it did on the other ones? Right, I'll just do it that way. So he's taken 16, so he's got that many left. Oh, because it hasn't put any of the bars on, that's why. Okay. That's awkward. Okay, so yeah, so he is quite severely injured, but
Is he
is not dead.
is he fallen over or is he just still there?
He's still there.
Standing?
He's still standing. It's not.
No. Gets a second one. 21.
Yeah, that hits.
For 12 damage.
And now he is no longer standing. Taken clean out and is out of the combat. So if that's your actions, and you can hit your end turn.
2 seconds.
Unless you've got your bonus actions.
But yeah, I do, but I don't think I am in range, but I don't want to use it because it's a waste of time. So yeah, that'll be me.
Okay, Rurik, you're about 50 feet away from the closest one to you.
50.
Yep.
And I'm 20 feet away from this.
50. I can move 30 because of my fancy boots. I will. Sorry, did we establish they had just melee weapons, or did they have?
Got javelins as well.
Piss.
You're gonna take a round of javelins. Let's face it.
20.
You might not.
Miles out.
Don't use the map as a scale sort of thing.
I know.
They're 50 feet away from you, so.
Imagine
I will do my best to kind of just step in between them and Caldron. Doesn't fucking really matter if they've got javelins. 30 feet max stepping, and I will toss a hand axe at one.
Okay.
For fuck all.
11, do not think hits. Nope, that misses.
Fucking doubted it.
So they're now 20 feet away from you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you're done, unless you're using bonus actions, hit the end turn button to move it on.
I don't. Right. I don't think I've... Features. This doesn't split it up the way, does it? Bonus action. There we go. Yeah. I've got nothing.
Okay.
Oof.
Maverick's already gone, so Torlin.
And I step forward alongside my fellow dwarf and
That
cast a
about
spell.
30 feet as well, yeah?
Yep.
Yep, cool.
Cast spiritual weapon, which makes a spiritual hammer, let's say.
Yep.
Here next to one of the lizard folk. See the top one?
Yeah, that one.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll be in range, yeah. We'll go with that, it's fine.
60 feet should be. Swings. Do that.
Is the range on that 60 feet? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, what did you roll there? A 12.
12.
No, that misses.
And as a bonus action, I swing again. Says I can. Come on! God, why do you fail me?
And yeah, that missed as well. Okay, so that would be you're finished. So lizard folk number 2, he will do he'll throw his javelin at you, Torlin, because you just attacked his friend.
Me. Tried.
And a javelin goes whizzing past your head.
Lower, buddy. You got to aim lower.
Yep. And then he'll follow that up by running up into combat with you. In fact, the other lizard man number 6 will also fling a javelin at you. Which will also miss. And then he'll run up. Lizard folk number 7 will he will might as well throw his javelin. We've got them, so why not? But they're not very good. They're literally the worst darts players in the world. Lizard folk number 8, he's just going to move up next to Rurik, and he is going to swing his club. No, actually, he's going to bite you.
And your technical shots.
21 to hit on Rurik.
Yep.
That does 5 damage.
Chop, chop, chop.
Multi-attack. Oh, and he gets to, because he's got multi-attack, he'll use his heavy club as well. And that's a natural 20. So that'll hit.
Why is it all your melee fights are just beating the shit out of us? They can't throw for shit, but my god, when they get in range.
Doing a whole 9 damage.
Oh my god.
And then the other 3 lizard folk, they will. First one will make his. He'll throw his javelin at Rurik. Missing, but he'll move up. And then the other one. God, it's so difficult when there's so many of them. Ranged. Missing. Oh. And also moves up. And the last one throws his javelin. An 18 hit.
On me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Does. Okay, and that does 5 damage. Piercing. So that is, and then he runs up. So that is all of the lizard folk. Ding, ding, ding. Sorry, I'm trying to get through to the right one. And then it should be Caldron. So all of the lizard folk are now engaged either with Rurik or Torlin.
Lovely. Spectacular. I love it.
Well, my first plan went out the window, so let's go with plan 2.
Only you were first.
I could still do it, but
Please don't.
Rurik might die.
Lightning bolt.
No, it was going to be something
Armor.
else.
Fireball.
Snowballs.
Ashword.
Don't think so, but yeah. Yeah, it's only got a 5-foot radius, so it's only going to get the 3 of them.
Yeah, you'd sort of get that sort of back 3.
Yeah, it's basically what I'm going for, yeah.
So they'll make their
Unless you did it on top of one of the dwarfs.
which one's that?
Then you get 4.
Oh,
Well, I've got another spell that could get
2,
all of
4,
them.
and 5.
Yeah, Jesus.
So
We've never used that around me.
2 makes
Turlin? Cast it on Turlin all the time? Okay.
That's all you can hear when I speak.
dexterity.
Kill me,
saving
kill me.
throw,
I mean, it's
so,
not. It's not Heroes of
number
Hammer
2
Guard, you know. So
fails.
it's not like just cast it on the barbarian; it'll be fine.
A barbarian.
He loves it.
Number 5 fails, and it was
See if this actually include my bonus.
4.
Wow.
No, it does not include my bonus. I'll need to figure out how to add my bonus.
Roll some more dice.
I'm going to spend a sorcery point.
And they all failed their saving throw, so it does however much damage you rolled just then, which was 5 plus.
No, it
what was
doesn't.
your-
I'm not taking that damage. Shit.
Changing my mind here.
what was I
Yeah.
saying?
I'm going to spend a sorcery point so I can reroll my dice.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I just want to
I
find my
figured out your-
feature.
Bonus was.
+4. Because it's a cold spell. I get bonuses for doing it
Yeah.
against cold. Does this work?
Yeah.
15 plus. So that's including the +4, so
Yeah.
15. Okay, so and that one takes a Constitution saving throw. Normal. So it passed its Constitution saving throw, and they all failed. So this one makes a Constitution saving throw. And fails, so it rolls a d10. Roll 8. So it can't take reactions. And no, not that one. And that one also makes a Constitution saving throw. And fails. Wow, they're just really rolling high on those d10s. So 2 and 5 can't take reactions, but they're all severely injured or badly injured because that was a lot of damage they took. Then brings it to Axis.
Cool.
Unless you've got bonus action, sorry.
My bonus action was to reroll the dice.
Okay, yeah, cool. So Axis.
I will shoot one in between Torlin and Rurik. That one is there.
Okay,
then you
roll to hit.
Thunk. 18.
Barely have to try.
For 10 damage.
10. Yep. So the one in between. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he is which one's that? Number 4. He is no longer in combat.
Nice. And I'll get the one to the right of him.
Roll to hit.
14.
Misses.
Oh my god.
How
feel strange.
how low do I have to roll to miss? 14 apparently. A 4 misses.
4. Well, when you get plus 10 to hit. Bonus actions.
I didn't do it last turn. I'm not going to do this turn. I won't bother.
Rurik,
No point wasting level 1 spell slots.
you're not doing anything.
What? Okay.
I did.
They just
What?
skipped Rurik over completely.
That's gone back to
What
me now.
happened there?
It skipped over you completely for some reason.
That's weird. Okie dokie. I'm just gonna go a bit
Bishy bishy.
bishy bashy. I'll take one of the ones that are in front of me. I don't know. Any of them, I guess.
Whack them all your way down the line.
One covered in snow.
Oh!
Well, you need to now tell me which one.
The one
See if he was paying
furthest
attention.
to the left.
So the one on the left.
That one, yeah.
Right, okay. Yep, that hits. 16 points of damage, so that is a number 3. Number 3 does 16, so that leaves that much. And he does a Constitution saving throw. She passes.
Bloody hell.
So he's taken a severe amount of damage there, and he's pretty fucked, but he's still standing.
I'll hit him again.
Yep, you will. And he's dead now.
And I'll do my last swing to the guy one step over.
And that does not hit.
Oh, I thought I was going to roll another crit there.
No, unfortunately, you did not. So that comes over to. Is that the end of your turn then?
Yes, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
I keep forgetting there's a button to that. Sorry.
Cool. And I'll skip over Maverick. Torlin.
I pulled up my holy symbol. Oops.
Each creature you can see within range.
I assume they're sort of in front of me, fighting.
Yeah, so there's the 3 in front of you. All you can hit them. Also,
Dodge.
vision.
You know, vision's like a 220-degree angle thing, right?
Yeah, I was actually just thinking. Yeah, you can actually see all of them. Yeah. So, Constitution saving throws for each of these fuckers.
Yes.
So number 7 attributes, Constitution saving throw normal. Yep, that one's fine.
Of course.
Lizard folk number 6. I mean, he's properly fine. That was a natural 20 for his saving throw.
Hardy as fuck.
That geezer, not so much. Do you want to roll what damage you're gonna do? Because it's not halved, is it? It's just
Yeah, it's just hair and mouse.
damage or saved. Yeah. So that one gets 7. Right, cool. Next one is number 2. So he's already taken quite a bit of damage. So saving throw normal. Oh, the one you didn't want to save. Number 5. Here's Lizard Folk number 5. That one. Constitution saving throw. Wow, the ones you didn't want to save have saved. And number 8. Constitution saving throw. Normal.
Ain't that bitch.
And he's taken damage. So unfortunately, the 2 that were undamaged have now taken damage, but the 3 that you could have killed saved. Or the 2 that you could have killed saved, and the other ones didn't. Cool.
This is unfortunate.
Was that your action or bonus?
For my bonus action, my spiritual weapon shall come up behind the guy here.
Yep.
Smack him one.
Okay, roll to hit.
Oh wait,
Better
with
mark.
advantage.
Crit.
Oh, never mind then. Oh, that's attack. That was a crit, yeah.
Yep. 15 on that guy, and he dead.
Hallelujah.
And if that's it, then it is
Ew.
Yep. So lizard folk number 5. So lizard folk number 5 takes a swing at Rurik. Does 18 hit? I
Yeah.
think you said it did. So that is 5 bludgeoning damage. And then he'll also make a bite attack. And that's a fumble, so it does nothing. So he
Bites
tries
his
to
lip.
snap at you and just bites his lip, yeah. Like, oh, that's
Very
gone horribly
sultry.
wrong. Ah, yeah. Then number 6. Number 6 is going to... he is going to make... he's going to attack Torlin, so heavy club first. Attack. I'm guessing an 11 misses.
Yeah.
Batter away with my shield.
I'm guessing a 22 will hit though.
Yeah,
That's
that's
bites
Battering
down
away
on
with my
you.
shield, and you hit
Oh,
me
he's
right
hitting
in the
Torlin,
face.
so
That totally missed. I don't know what you're
but
talking about.
he's hitting Torlin, so
Yeah, that one hit.
Torlin, you're soft as shit, just saying.
Says you,
2, so
squishy
that
wee dwarf.
does 5 piercing damage.
Oh jeez.
And lizard folk number 7. He'll make his bite attack on Torlin. 14 will miss, I would imagine.
Yep, bits off
And
my arm.
the heavy club swings his club at you, and misses because he's dumb.
Interpose my shield again, tanking like a boss.
And then number 8 takes a swing at Rurik. So he swings at Rurik, and .11 will miss, and then he'll bite Rurik. And a 7 will also miss.
Sure will.
So that then makes it Caldron.
Did that actually place it? It doesn't think it's just hitting it.
Or are you trying to... Are you
The
snowballing
bottom two.
again?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Is 5 and 8. So, dex saving throw, normal. 5 and 8, I said. Yep. Nope, both fail.
Both take 15 damage.
So Lizard Folk 5 is dead, and Lizard Folk 8 is dead. There's not much of this hunting party left, but they've missed their chance to escape, it seems. I'm assuming
Still
you're
within
not,
300
I'm assuming
feet.
you're not doing any bonus actions.
Nah.
Cool. Yep. Axis.
I'll just work my way from the top to the bottom. $29
Hits at
That
20 seconds.
hits.
for 11.
On the top one. So cool, and no, not that saving throw. That one. He makes a saving throw. So yeah, and your second attack.
Whoa. 16.
Hits. Yep, roll damage.
I don't know why it keeps changing the color of my dice, but whatever.
The same target, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That guy looks massively injured,
But not dead.
but not dead. Yep. Rurik.
Just near.
Right.
You'll be able to get into combat with whatever's left. You don't need to move the square or anything because you're close enough to. Because I know you're a fucking min-maxer and you'll flank him anyway, so
Yeah.
roll with advantage.
Damn right I will.
It fucking needs
It's a
it.
good job you did. I'm guessing that's on the one that you did actually
Yeah.
flank, which is number 6. Yeah, so he takes some damage, or a considerable amount of damage, but he's still alive.
That's a miss, isn't it?
14. Yep, that's a miss. And that's a hit. And I think he's dead because I don't think you can do low enough damage to not kill him. Yeah, you couldn't have not killed him.
Have I got any movement left?
Yeah, but no attacks.
He's a min-maxer, so.
Yeah.
You knew that was going to happen.
Should have said no. Not that it makes any difference, because I know that Torlin would have just used his bonus action to move his spiritual weapon and do the same thing.
Always have advantage.
Yeah, so it's Torlin.
Just tool the dead at it. Needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
Watch him pass.
DC 15. Yep, passed.
Of course he does. So I bring my hammer just to the side because I don't need advantage in it. Bring it up towards me so then it gets advantage from fuckface.
Fuckface.
Yeah, you answered to it, didn't you?
Yeah, roll to hit.
Just try to find it, sorry. Advantage.
Hits. And it's dead because it only has one
Yeah.
hit point left.
Squish.
And that's them all dead. End combat. Apply XP. Hold on. Remove combatant. Because otherwise you'll complain. Yes.
Look, Taxes, do you want to skin these guys? I don't know. Is that your thing?
No. I don't skin beasts. These are humanoids.
I mean, the Yeti was a humanoid.
No, it's not.
Big, tall, and humanoid shaped.
It's a monster.
What's your definition?
But it's not it's not defined as a humanoid, it's defined as a monstrosity.
Rude. This game is very harsh on other people.
Yep.
Do we want to leave the bodies here or like push them into the river?
Pollute the river? Lovely.
Yeah, I mean I mean, downstream is back towards the bridge and things. So,
You know, it's dead lizardmen in the lizardman place. These things happen to them all the time.
Yeah.
Snowballs would be confusing, but they melt soon enough.
It's hot enough that they're water just now, aren't they? So,
yeah.
no one would ever know.
So
They mostly die to weapons anyway, so it's fine.
there's still a few hours of daylight left, so you can press on before setting up camp for the evening.
Yeah, I don't particularly want to set up camp between 8 corpses.
Yeah.
Saddle up, boys. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't saddle up. Cheerio.
Scout out ahead.
You haven't even got
Oh,
off
it's
your.
fault these
just a
things.
bit of a penis.
You haven't even got off, Maverick. You're just sitting on there, just going ping, ping.
It's a good vantage point.
Ping.
That's why I paid money for the custom saddle.
Yep.
It's so I can do this shit.
He's got like antler iron sights in front of him to help him aim.
Yep. So
I
you
don't-
set
I
up.
don't need that.
So-
Clearly.
You set up your camp, and if someone could roll a d20.
Go on
Oh,
fast.
fascinating. See if you can get one.
A 20 got you some lizardmen, you know? That was a good start.
4. You went down.
The evening passes without incident, or the night
Yay.
passes without incident. So take a long rest.
Hey. I feel all better.
Thank fuck.
You know you have an ability to heal yourself, right?
Yeah, like a Diddy one. I realised like at lower down levels it's okay, and then it just is it
It's like
second
7
one?
plus 1d10.
Yeah, 1d10 plus 7. So max health is 17. That is less than quarter of my health.
Yeah, but
It
that
is
was
less
short
than
rest.
quarter of your health, but it's also less than one hit. It's also more than one hit from a longsword. So
Yeah, so it's a solid.
It's okay really down at the bottom end of the game, but I found with like most of the time it's just like I'll get maybe 8 hit points back and that's it, and it's not
Yeah.
worth using up my turn to
but
not
you've
smash things
you've
up.
also then got that possibility of, even if you're at half hit points, that 8 hit points of saving your energy could be the difference between being fireballed to death and not being fireballed to death.
Thankfully, our sorcerer is slightly more sensible in this game.
So, anywho, yep. The night passes without incident, and you set off on your way. Can someone roll me a d20?
Let's not break the chain.
Will he fuck it up? Oh,
The morning's travel passes without incident. You're still following this sort of easily followable trail. I mean, these guys were not messing around. You're just sort of like, there's no effort to conceal what they're doing. They're
Yeah.
just moving at pace.
it's quite hard to conceal 20 riders.
It is, but I mean, you would make efforts of like riding single file and following exactly the same path and trying, but there's literally, it's just like, thump. Yeah. So
They say that they've been attacked.
not that you've noticed.
No piles of lizard men bodies.
There's
and
no
stuff.
piles of lizardmen bodies or anything that you're coming across. You're passing the where they've been making camp for the night, but I mean, these guys were. I mean, you've now passed one campsite, basically, because these guys are on horseback and have been riding. So it's basically, yeah, for every day and a half's travel, they're traveling the same, and like every day and a half you travel is about 1 day for them, or it's probably
They're
actually 2 days
50%
travel.
faster than us.
Yeah, it's basically 2 days travel for you on foot is 1 day's travel for them. So they're a good few days ahead of you. But if you can make a d20 roll for the afternoon.
Keep them coming. Hey,
Fucking hell.
Again, you just
thank God you're shit at
making
rolling
trail.
D20s.
Yeah. Yeah. Making really good progress. So that's
I feel like we've avoided like 10
right, okay.
fights already.
Evening. And you make camp for the evening and night, and if you roll for that.
Come on, night attack.
The night passes again without incident. I'm not going to make you take a long rest because you've just done so. if you could roll for the morning
Breakfast check. Did we get bacon? Uh-oh.
natural
Shit.
20. If someone
The
could roll a
bacon's coming to
D8.
us.
Unfasten.
D8.
Yeah.
Yep.
Light up.
Dun, 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 dun.
Better
6.
than last time.
On the horizon, so this was the afternoon. Yeah, so towards the sort of late afternoon, dusk sort of thing, you can see just off in the distance, maybe, I mean, because of the way, Axis, you've got a better idea of roughly how far it is. It's about maybe 10 miles, but you can see, because of the altitude and things, you can see maybe 14 or 15, and given the distance and size and things, vultures circling around in a sort of, yeah, there's something died up ahead, maybe about 10, 11
Something
miles
out of
away.
it.
Oof.
I mean, that's what you assume from vultures circling, is that something has died up ahead.
Died up ahead, and it by them circling, it means there's still danger around.
Seems sensible.
And
Guess we
then if
change
you
course.
can make a D20 roll for, and then yeah, evening falls and you make camp for the night, and if you give me a D20 for the night. And again, this is, for such a dangerous area of land, you have been able to sleep remarkably well without incident.
This happens all the time.
Yep. And you break camp in the morning, and set off again, still following the trail. And
Still to the
after a
lodge.
few hours, you reach sort of almost like a sort of mountainous sort of area. The path has been, you've been getting led towards more hilly ground as you've been progressing, and you're kind of approaching through the foothills of the Serpent Hills, and this has sort of led you through to a sort of fairly mountainous area, and you've come down into an area, and there's a sort of cliff face to your we'll go north, yeah, to the north, and there's what appears to be a sort of ruined settlement. There's a large sort of flattened out area and a couple of buildings down to the south, and you appear here.
New map.
Dun dun dun.
So there's
Jesus.
a couple of buildings and a large sort of cliff face in front of you. You've got quite a good view and things, so
Oh.
I'm not turning on the actually I'll turn on the, you guys able to see and things?
Like
Just
circle
within
observation.
range.
I clicked on the elk and I no longer can see anything.
The elk has no vision.
Your elk is blind.
If you move your mouse, if you go back to where the elk is, move down just ever so slightly, click there, and you should find yourself.
No, I can't really click. I can't see anything, and when I move down, it moves over top of me, so I can't click on me.
You should
Right,
be able to click on yourself even if you can't see you.
I can't see me. I'm literally clicking where I am
Alright.
because I know where
Okay.
I am.
because
That's
that's
why I
where
moved the
you
elk up
are.
there. Yeah.
Weird. I'm just actually waiting to see and go into. I'm hoping this isn't going to reveal the whole freaking map is the problem.
Everyone cover your eyes.
Just zoom in really close, because then you won't be able to see fuck all.
Good point.
Yeah, if you could just zoom into that sort of area, then when I do this, it should hopefully not reveal the whole map. It shouldn't reveal the whole map based on what I've actually set, but it might well do. 'Cause I can't tell what
Yeah,
you guys can see.
that just opened up everything.
Yeah, it looks like it's revealed the whole map.
No.
Yeah.
I can only see certain things.
It opened up most of it for me.
Yeah, it's open at most
No,
of it.
no, it's okay. It's opened up most of it, but it's what you should be able to see. I've just clicked on Axis, so
right.
hold on.
Oh, okay.
There's huge chunks
Oh,
that
yeah.
haven't actually. But yeah, stay zoomed in, just for now. So what it is there's like a large plaza, and the bits where you can't see where the lights is walls basically blocking line of sight. There's a couple of statues in front of you. The left hand Colossus. So this is the entrance to what appears to be a tomb. There's a large paved plaza in front of you. To the west, there's remains of a fountain and a couple of crumbling buildings. There's 2 stone statues in front of you directly, and behind them is a 40-foot high edifice carved into the cliffside, dominated by relief columns carved with strange otherworldly scenes. All sorts of weird shit.
Such a fantastic narrative.
Yep.
Oh, sorts of weird shit.
Yep. There's
To be
Yeah,
honest,
there's-
described as that, we've seen some weird shit.
demons, what you can only assume are demons fighting on various planes of existence. You know, it's just weird shit. The statue on the left hand side is a bearded human male wearing exotic clothes, but its face is smashed beyond recognition. It holds a balance in its right hand and a cudgel at its side, its left hand raised as if in warning. The Colossus to the right is a young human male wearing similarly exotic clothing, the left half of its head cracked off and lying at its feet. And it's holding a shepherd's crook in its left hand and its right hand raised in warning as well. You notice propped up against the wall is a ladder, sort of propped up, as you can see on the map there, up against the cliff face to the entranceway. And that's where we'll leave it tonight, though.
Dun, dun, dun.
You have reached the location of where the trail has led you to. And as I say, there are some buildings down to the south, but yes, that is where we shall leave it tonight. So, thanks for watching if you did watch. If you didn't watch, why the fuck not? Probably because you don't know we exist, and also you don't like swearing and things like that, but you know, who cares? Sorry, David just frozen like in some sort of weird gurning position there, and it was quite disturbing.
Usually.
So
Quite disturbing at the best of times, let alone when I'm gurning.
exactly.
There is that.
So you've made your way to wherever this is, because you don't really know.
Except the names on the top of the screen, so be
Yeah.
careful.
Yeah, so you've made your way to the tomb of Deputised, but you don't know who
David's
Deputised
face
is.
there.
Oh no, it's locked there, wasn't it?
Done it again. Oh god. And that's where we will.
This is the tomb of Deputised.
And that's where we will
I
pick
have
it up.
such a place.
Or you could let me finish a sentence. And that's where we'll pick up next week, with the party entering the tomb of Deputised.
Tomb of the
dear.
Diddler.
I do enjoy entering tombs.
Yes, you do. You like those cold, dark, damp spaces. And with that, good night.
Good night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.